Warning. The following program is a recap of the HBCU sports world. It is meant to be comedic and informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their schools, or all black people. There may be some cuss words and some cultural words. If that bothers you, move along. If you're young, please seek permission before watching any further. If you at work, make sure you got your earbuds in. Don't blame us if you get fired. Thank you. The Outspoken Show.
And P.S. Don't be so damn sensitive.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Jet, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death. I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops, they find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness is really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Phase, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, we back.
Yo,
Appreciate you for reaching
you a
out.
star.
I'm like, hey, it's Outspoken. A lot changed. Granted, the concept we still hosting. Giving you the fix you need when on the screen. The veteran, Captain Petty, giving you medicine. Come tap in. You know Scott gon' do what he do. Might not want to hear it, but here go the hard truth. Perry about the numbers, regret if you're not fact-based. When you run your lane, the numbers seem like a statue. Wait. Hey, Scotty, man, I'm not feeling it. I don't think the people feeling it. Let me get in my bag a little bit, just showing what this Outspoken really about to be like. Outspoken, this is more than conjecture. These days they laying people off. So glad that we got our own. Hunger insatiable, made for you if you say you objective. Hard truth offering, no offense, just perspective. Come get your dosage and go with me. We spit it like poetry. The pivot was pivotal. Could right here, but I'd rather not. Some say Scotty, some call him Scotty. The best one since Stewart. If you know, then you know. But if you don't, then you lost. Let me be frank for a minute, cause we all know that's how Perry be. Breaking down the game for what it was, no apologies. This my hypothesis, you tune in, you like watching it. It's common sense, obvious, competent, rugged, and confident. Hey, we outspoken. We outspoken. We outspoken. This is outspoken, and we gon' put on a show, even if we hear you say I can't It's outspoken.
Hey, backpack. I think we got another one. They ain't think we can do it, but we still here. Season 3.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Scotty back with another one. You already know what it is. Woo! That gunshot. Oh, listen. Since I'm the resident Southern fan today, I'm gonna just go ahead and go. Hey, 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 ha, ha. Hey! Shout out to Southern! And let me bring up my co-host, my brother from another. Get up on way. Hey, wait.
Yo! Yo! How about the Jaguars?
That's you. That's you. I want. That was you.
No, it was not.
You, yes, it was.
This was me right here. This was me, Scotty.
That was you. That was you.
I'll tell you something. Okay, we'll get into it tonight. We'll get into it
right now.
First of all, the way you was waving that pom-pom, I thought you was in the Superdome Saturday. let's start there. All right.
Let's start there.
I thought you was in the Superdome Saturday with the fumble happening, and that looked like you was having a good time. I'm gonna tell you something. You think it was just me? All the Jaguar Nation thought that shit was over with.
Y'all didn't believe.
It looked like Grambling was setting it up for the field goal.
I didn't believe.
Obviously, whatever happened, happened.
Y'all didn't believe. You didn't believe. You didn't even rock with your own alma mater in the rivalry game. In a rivalry game, you couldn't even rock with your own alma mater. The disrespect. And I told you.
Look, I didn't rock with him against shit damn near every game this year.
Crazy.
Scotty, it's tough
Crazy.
when today, December 1st, and I'm excited because we ain't won a game since August 30th. So that's hard to kind of keep riding that. You know what I'm saying? But listen, shout out to them Southern Jaguars.
No, ain't no shout out. No. Ain't no shout. Shout out to them. Southern.
Hell yeah.
Ain't no
See,
shout
at
out.
the end of the day,
Ain't no shout
be
out.
heartbroken, but just to be heartbroken. You want me to pick the abuser just because I love him? That's what you want? I'm asking.
Listen, how you?
Because this seems
okay.
you just
I don't need to raise bait you to pick your team. If that's who you want to pick, that's who you want to pick. I just gotta pick
Give me your best. Give me your best.
It's not the best.
You know when they had that person that's sitting on that in that chair with his legs crossed, and it's a thing that say change my mind.
I don't need to
change my mind.
That ain't how I get down. I don't get down like that. Like if that's your pick, that's your pick. I just gotta pick Southern.
Change my mind. You picking Southern?
I got to.
Why?
Because I gotta make it even in the picks. If I don't, that don't
have at it, brother.
I got to.
You want a pom-pom to go with it?
I got one.
Hey, well, we should wave it. Hey, it's all yours.
Yeah. Is this y'all king?
Yeah.
Is this y'all king?
Yeah.
Is this what y'all? Is this the Bama? Is this y'all king?
Yeah. We all felt like that, Scotty.
Wasn't me. You
looking for a come up. There's a difference. You was looking for a come up. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm still a Jaguar, and I'm glad I was wrong.
I couldn't call it.
I'm glad I was wrong. I was turned. I went and got toe up Saturday night.
How he turned? Listen, I need y'all to listen to this. How he turned, and he the one talking about you want me to pick the abuser.
Because this seems to be abuser to be heartbroken. I told you the same thing about Norfolk State. You want me to be heartbroken, but just to be heartbroken? You want me to pick the abuser just because I love him? That's what you want?
Yes.
Yeah, Scotty.
He was.
That was all of us. That was all of us. I'm just letting you know it wasn't just Perry White.
You the one on here, P. So you gotta take it for everybody.
I will take it because at the end of the day we won. So hey, whether I lost the bet, I'm glad I was wrong. But
now he's glad.
Fucking right. At the end of the day, I am a Southern Jaguar. Don't nothing ever take that away. Just because I didn't pick Southern, that don't take me away from Southern at the end of the day. I'm glad we won that goddamn game. Huh?
We?
No. Southern.
We. Wow.
I don't understand. See, I have a vested interest. You just picking picks.
Don't flip the script.
You just picking picks.
Don't do that.
You just picking picks.
You
At
don't
the
do
end
that.
of the day, I can still be wrong and be okay. Because last week when Delaware State lost that game, you was pissed. I'm not pissed.
Listen.
I'm okay with losing that one. I'm good.
Listen. You rage baited me into picking Del State.
Because
you've been talking mentality. No, sir.
You've been talking Delaware shit.
I don't want to hear that. You a Southern Jag till you die. That's what you said.
Yeah.
And then everybody tells me, Scotty, you throw the records away. Throw the records out. Throw this out. That game. Them records don't matter. They matter to you.
I didn't say that.
It didn't matter to you.
Hey, I was just looking at the tail of the tape. All season, it had been rough. I had to endure this shit all year. I'm like, well, if I'm going to go out, then it is what it is. That's a lie. It was so many people that was talking about Grambling gonna probably win. You'll be amazed how many people was talking to me in the Hyatt Hotel and was asking me, man, hey, I don't know, man. We just here for the vibes. At this point, we just went to New Orleans for a good time. But I'll take a W with that good time as well. And it was good energy. We needed that energy. Oh, you would have thought we won the goddamn Super Bowl Saturday.
It was a great game. Probably one of the best games I've watched since I've been covering the Pop Warner Classic. It was really a good game. It was
the
really
atmosphere.
It was a really good game.
The Southern fans didn't go anywhere. People stuck around. And when the energy was needed, bro, the energy was there. I'm just telling you, like, I was surprised we won. I think everybody, because it was how we won. It looked like when we get to this, Grambling was doing everything to set up the win.
All right.
Grambling lost this game.
Fair. That's fair.
They lost this game because it almost turned different. And this nigga put a Grambling shirt on me.
No, that's what you. Hey, ride with him. Ride with him.
Everybody, I'm telling you, bro. Southern folks was just there for the vibes. We really was like, hey, it is what it is.
Ride with him. Ride with him. That's what you did. That's what you did. Boy, AI is a bad boy. I tell you, you can do anything with some AI.
I just know, see, and I'm okay with being wrong. I'm not like you. You was last week. Let's just move on. Move on.
Because I knew, see the difference between me and you, let's be very clear. The difference between me and you is I knew who was going to win that game. And you rage baited me into picking Dale State.
Go back to what you said. You literally called out South Carolina. So you could have just said, hey, I think they'll beat one of the teams.
And that's
you
how you
said South Carolina State.
No. See, I should have stuck on my right mind. Because I said what I said. I said they were going to clip. Because you might as well call me Nigga-damus. Because I was out here. Listen, I said I have a feeling they're going to clip one of the big dogs. I picked the wrong big dog.
Said South Carolina State.
I picked the wrong big dog in the preseason, Perry. It wasn't in the middle of the season. It was the preseason.
The difference between me and you was You had been yelling Delaware State. I told y'all niggas, you've been yelling at us for 13 weeks, bruh. Yelling at us for Delaware State because nobody believed but you. I have not been yelling about Southern for 13.
Who said you? So how you? I'm a Southern Jag through and through. I am a Southern
Jag through and
so
through.
you got to ride with them in the rivalry game. In the rivalry game, one game.
I was there for the vibes.
That's good. That's cool.
And I'm okay with being wrong. I'm glad I was wrong because I'll take any victory Southern get. I am okay with you getting that dub. I'm good with
you. Ain't gotta tell me nothing, okay? Because
I'm good.
Boy, I was so into that game. I was locked in. You don't even understand. You don't even understand.
And you can't tell me with that about less than a minute. You was like, damn, Grambling look like they about to set this one up.
Well, after when you guys didn't go down after you got I think you got like a turnover on downs or something or whatever, and then I got like 5 yards and then had to punt or something stupid.
Yeah,
happened.
right before the 2-minute warning.
Yeah,
Grambling used the timeout, so we gave Grambling the ball back with like 2:01 on the clock. So then they was able to use the 2-minute warning.
I was like, what? I said, what is this? I was like, what? Y'all trying to lose the game? And
then running into the kicker.
Oh God! Oh my goodness! So you had that. It was just a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, man, y'all trying to get a game away because the game is in the bag right now. The game is in the bag.
It looked like Grambling.
But then when they got that holding call, oh my! I felt like what's that Denzel Washington meme? I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus, because I was like, come on, man. But it was a great game though. Now it was a really, really, really good game.
I told you would have thought we won the Super Bowl.
Hey man, I was over here. I won the Super Bowl. Okay, when that thing tied up, I said, "Come on, Jesus." I said, "Come on, Jesus, you boy. Listen, you may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time." That's my. It's mine.
I've never seen you this happy about Southern. I'm actually feeling really good about this. You know, I actually like this Southern energy because you normally don't give us no energy, especially a team that won.
You don't give them no energy. You ain't give them the energy all year. I didn't pick Southern more than you didn't pick them this year.
When you pick Southern,
I picked in the All-Corn game. So we tied on that one.
And you were so pissed after that game, you didn't know what to do with yourself.
I picked them for the Bayou Classic.
So you picked them twice.
I picked them twice. You picked them once.
No, I picked them twice. I picked them against North Carolina Central, got my ass whooped.
Yes, once.
And then I picked them against Valley.
Oh,
we
okay. Yeah, okay.
Right. But after that, I saw everything I need to see. I was like, oh, hell no. You gotta really remember, we fired our coach, Scotty.
That's the guaranteed dub. If you go into the Bayou Classic without a coach, you go get a win.
We fired our coach. I don't know what you want
me. I'm not giving. Anytime you go into the Bayou Classic without a coach, it's a guaranteed. The last 4 times been that.
What was all of y'all at all year when I was picking against Southern? I was on the winning side of that. What was y'all at against Bama State? What was y'all at against Jackson State? What was y'all at?
Not the rivalry though, P. Not the rivalry game though, P.
I did it against Jackson. That's even worse.
That's different. That's different.
No, it ain't different.
Yeah, that's everybody knew what that was. Y'all was getting your ass whooped. Everybody knew. I'm talking about the Grambling. See, the Jackson and Southern ain't no throw the records out. That ain't one of them. That ain't one of them type of games.
But that's real hate. Southern and Grambling ain't real hate. It's cool. Like a family affair. We're going to eat Thanksgiving dinner together, and then I'm not going to like you for Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday it's back good.
Nah, the Bayou Classic different. The
Jackson
Bayou Classic
is never love.
The Bayou Classic is like that Thanksgiving football day with your family, and then everybody, that one cousin trying to show off like he still got it, the other cousin trying to show off like he still got it, and then somebody comes up injured after the game, but I caught that touchdown on you though. You ain't see that. You ain't see that, man. Put some ice on that, man. But you saw when I caught that touchdown on him though.
Grambling fans would actually cheer for Southern in games when they're not playing. Jackson don't never cheer for us. Period.
Again, Perry, that's not the game I'm talking. That game is whoever's the better team, or if some weird stuff happens, right? Like whatever. But the better team is going to win that game, right? Whatever. That's it. The Grambling and Bayou Classic, for the last 4 times, it has just been kooky. It's been kooky.
But the hate ain't what you think it is, though.
I'm not talking about that. I don't care about the hate.
Well, you making it seem like the fact I picked Grambling, like, oh my God, that's a cardinal sin. I mean,
yeah.
We fired our coach and came into this game 1-10.
Come on, man. Stop it, man.
I'm happy you won that bet, though.
You ain't gotta give nothing to me.
Two things. Okay? I'm happy you won, and I'm happy Southern won. Shit, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. Maybe this will make me feel better next year in my picks.
Maybe it will. Maybe this is a springboard for you to do better.
Southern to do better. That's what we need. I've been okay. Southern need to do better, okay? That's been the problem this year. I mean, we fired our coach. We changed offensive coordinators. God damn, it was just bad on us, dog. Yeah. And we was just glad to end the season with a stamp of victory, something we had not tasted since August. Today, December 1st, and I'm excited, okay?
That's good.
August, bro.
It was sad. It was sad.
This was literally the worst season in 100 years. We didn't win a home game.
Yikes.
It was just tough on me. Yo, blow it up. I can blow this season up. We're done with it. So to end it on a good note, hey, I'm okay with being wrong in my pick, but I feel good because them Jaguars won. At the end of the day, it's all right.
All right.
And I'm glad to see you, SU, today. We SU. This is the SU show today.
It's my shout out to you, Graves.
Oh,
shout out to you.
Oh, I like it. We won that game.
You, Graves. All right, that's my one hat salute.
Go, Jack. Right.
It's official. It's official like a referee with a whistle. Perry.
And I'm a referee with a whistle.
That Grambling jersey gonna be killing. Barry, your thoughts, man? You was at the press conference today, right?
Yeah, I was.
Give us the whole lay of the land. How did it feel? The atmosphere, kind of behind the scenes of what we didn't see, on camera. And what's your thoughts about Marshall Faulk and everything about that? And how about
behind the scenes? It was good. People showed up in support. The room was packed. When you get greats like Cornelius Williams, who is in the NFL Hall of Fame, when you get a great like an Avery Johnson to show up, I mean, that's showing support on top of the countless other people. And I'm using those because those guys was great at what they did on the professional level, and they are great ambassadors of Southern University no matter where they go because of the success that they had. But when you looked around that room, people were excited, and it was good to see that excitement. And for Southern, we needed that excitement after the type of season that we had. Now, when we get to the press conference itself, I mean, the band was there to play for him. You had the cheerleaders. I mean, it was world-class for the way that they brought Coach Faulk in. And for me, I will say publicly, and I've said it here on this show, I've said it on the Jaguar Journal, I think for most Southern fans in this process, we wanted to hear names of guys that were current football coaches, guys that have done something wherever they at currently as a head football coach, considering the season that we've had. Now we get Marshall Faulk as the head football coach. He was the running back coach at Colorado.
Yeah.
They said he was at practice actually Friday, Southern's practice, and he flew out to the Kansas State and Colorado game. But nonetheless, now it's going to be time for him to prove himself. And I think in his speech, he talked about building success around him. And he didn't necessarily say what it looks like per se, but he said he does understand the pride, and he's glad to see the pride of Southern fans and want Southern fans to pack the stadium and to give financially to the program, because this is not going to be an overnight success with just him and his name. And so I think for us now it's the wait and see, because like I told many people, Michael Vick said the same thing when he went home to Virginia at Norfolk and gave the speech and made everybody feel good. I feel good because a hire was made, and at the end of the day, I'm going to rock with whoever it is. I rocked with Jason Rollins, I rocked with Eric Dooley, and I rocked with Terrence Graves. Ultimately, my feelings came down to what they did, and it was nothing ever personal. It was strictly business. It comes down to your performance. And at Southern University, we will judge a coach strictly by performance. It ain't all he's a good guy, I like him. If you do not win games here, you will get on our bad list real quick. I was going to use another word, but I told you, when I walk out the stadium and hear them old classy ladies cussing, I know it's real. So now that's where we at. It's the waiting see for the Marshall Faulk show. And the Marshall Faulk show, the next step is going to be for us to see who's going to be the staff that he's going to assemble, and then how recruiting moves forward headed into the spring and how he develops to get this team prepared for the fall. And it's going to be interesting as we wait to see how he handles this being a first-time head football coach.
Well, let me just say this. I was right. That's number one. And number two,
it's a lot of people want credit for this story. It's a lot of people want credit for this story. And I must admit, you were the first person to break it.
Thank you for that, P. I appreciate that, man. My thing is, at the end of the day, I'm excited for this. This is going to be the key for me. What does his staff look like? Is it going to be the Vic method, which is a lot of homeboy hires, which got him messed up, and now he's probably going to have to do a full clean house situation? Or does Marshall Faulk go in the direction of a Deshaun Jackson? Hey, let me interview some guys. Let me get some recommendation from some guys. Let me see if I can get some old NFL guys up in here, because to me, you have to lean on some NFL former players to help you process this. And this is what I mean. One, it brings the excitement. It makes it a lot easier for a lot of players to come to your program when they're getting taught by NFL guys. It just means something. It just does. I don't need to know your name to know you played in the NFL for 8 years. I don't need to know your name to know you played in the NFL for 12 years, right? You know what you're talking about. And then as well, how Marshall Faulk goes about his business, 9 times out of 10 is going to be in a professional manner. So you need coaches who have been in the NFL arenas and in the spectrum to be like, hey, I think if it's a good balance between college and NFL, to where it's like, hey, I can teach you this and you can teach me that, right? Because he don't know all the APR and checking in on kids and all. He don't know all the intricacies of that, but he does know how to game plan, how to manage, practice structure, all those things. I think there's a good balance in between that. So to me, I am super uber to see what this staff looks like and who he brings on board. Now,
Does it have an excitement to you?
For me, yes. Not in the sense of a prime excitement, in the sense of just good football. Like that's all I just want to watch. I want the SWAC to be competent coaches, to where every week you know that you're going up against a quality coach. You're not always going to have the best talent. We get that, right? The UAPBs of the world, the Valleys of the world, you're not always going to have the best talent. But can I put the pieces that I have in the right place to make plays? That's all I'm asking for the SWAC in this day and age, is just give me some quality coaching. Tremaine Jackson's in here. We'll see what Sam Shade ends up becoming. I believe Marshall Faulk is going to be on there. We'll see where FAMU goes from there, where we'll get more into the UAPB situation. I just want quality coaching that leads to parity within the SWAC. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for, him to be the next Deion Sanders or the next Rick Comage. You might be asking for that, but I'm not asking.
Fans, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Celebration Bowl. Simple as that. It don't go nowhere other than that.
Yeah.
We ain't looking to just be good. We ain't looking to just be all right. It is literally as simple as that. Celebration Bowl. And to go win it. We've watched Grambling go. We've watched Jackson go. We've watched FAMU go. The big names, and yet we're one of the big names, and we haven't been. That's simply what is this all about for Southern fans. Can we get to the Celebration Bowl? We ain't talking about we just want to win the West. We ain't trying to just go to the SWAC Championship. We done been there and did that. How many times? Now it's time. Can we get to Atlanta? And that's simple for Southern. So that's why I think the pressure for Marshall Faulk. Terrence Graves went to the SWAC Championship. Eric Dooley went to the SWAC Championship. Dawson Odom went to the SWAC Championship.
Yeah.
We've been there and did that. All right. And all of them want to buy you Classic too. We've been there and did that, right? But none of them could beat Jackson State except Dawson Odoms, who had his dominance over Jackson. So, and we see now in this conference, if you're going to get to the Celebration Bowl, who you got to beat?
Got to be Jackson.
You got to beat Jackson. So now that's where we at as a fan base when we are looking at how we're going to grade Coach Marshall Faulk here at Southern. And there is a huge pressure that follows that. This is a fan base that is hungry for that. We're not just happy to get some wins here and there. We want to be a dominant program because at Southern, that's who we feel we are. That's what we feel we should be. And most of all, we want to get to the Celebration Bowl. And I can promise you, the day Southern gets there, that thing going to be packed out. It's going to be packed out, Scott.
Listen, what I love about this hire, which I think Avery Johnson put it in very plain terms when he said, I have never flown in town to come to a football press conference.
No.
That said all it needed to say to me. That said all. Now, to me, if I'm Marshall Faulk, I need the money. I need the dollars behind. I need the dollars. You Mr. Private Equity Real Estate. Okay, private equity real estate. I know what that money look like. Okay. I got a couple homeboys in that on that side of it. I know that's some long money. I need some of that long money to get broken off to me, right? So I think what I like to see is I like Mr. Williams, I like Mr. Johnson, Avery. I like all those guys being there, showing their support, and then putting a fire under Jaguar Nation to put their money where their mouth is. Which is
who you saw all in the cameras?
Oh, Tony Clayton.
Hey,
that
you know who picked this was, don't you? No doubt about it.
He can't do that, Jay. Like he was in front of Marshall Faulk. Came in that Jay like this.
Hey, he wanted the mic every chance he could get, didn't he? I just want y'all to know this was my pick. All right. Well,
this is all me. This is all me. That was me. My private plane. But that was me. Yeah, I did that. I did. I tied that bow.
Yeah.
Woo, look at that bow. I tied that. Yeah, that was Tony Clayton was all in the cameras. All right, all in the cameras. But he deserved it. He deserved his 5 minutes of fame because he was right about Terrence Graves. He was. You got to give him. He said in the board meeting it don't make no sense to hire him off a bad staff. When the reason we're getting rid of Dooley is because he lost, and you're gonna get a loser off the staff. That's what he said. Terrence Graves comes and goes. Now it's his turn. It's his guy. Now your guy's up the bat. Let's see what that Marshall Faulk pick look like. Because as much as you want to be, Diddy all and take you have to take the pressure with it.
Now, in that conference, everybody with some money wanted you to know, ooh, I got some money.
I got some money.
Ooh.
I got some money. That man had the chest out, nothing buttoned up. I mean, just taco meat all out and about. You know what I'm saying? just all out and about. But
now it's simple for Marshall Faulk. You got to win that Southern because just as much as they love you in that press conference, I promise you can be on their shit list very, very fast.
Very quick.
Hey, that love can turn into hate real quick. So, and then when you standing there in front of the media, it won't be that many people standing around. They're going to have you standing by yourself, having to talk to the fans, saying, this is your fault. So now it's simple. You got to win here, and you got to win championships. That's the only reason Marshall Faulk is brought in, to bring championships to Southern. It is nothing else to this. It is all about championships. Now, how you build a staff, how do you recruit, and how do you develop players and find consistency in building a program at Southern University? That's all this is. For anybody out there that said, well, maybe if they win, no. Championship or bust is under this Marshall Faulk era. Now, the next thing is, how long does Jaguar Nation give him to build whatever it is he's building? Because we look at the world today, can it be an immediate impact like we saw at Prairie View? Or do fans say, okay, I see it next year? Like Jackson State fans told me, wait till the fall.
Wait till the fall.
I did not believe that when they kept telling me that shit. Wait till the fall. I'm not ready to quite say that yet because Southern's program is pretty low right now. It's going to take some building. It's going to take some time. But how much time was the Jaguar Nation willing to give? That's the big question. And in year one, what does year one look like before people started to say, oh, hell no. Because there's still a lot of people that are not on board. It's excitement, but there's a lot of people that have not quite gotten over the hump because they say he's never been a head football coach before. So he has a lot to prove to people. And I think at the end of the day, that's going to be the big thing about it. Can you prove you can be a head football coach?
I think you prove it by, again, I know you guys are going to hear this a lot until it starts getting announced. You're going to prove how good you are as a football coach by the staff you hire. And again, you cannot minimize Deion's impact on him taking this job. I hear what he's talking about, Aeneas Williams, and I get all that. These my guys, these my boys, I get all that. My thing is this, right? Is that Deion Sanders telling him what the SWAC is like, how it was, and dealing with an HBCU. You cannot tell me that wasn't 80% of what made him decide to go to Southern University. I think 20% was Aeneas and Avery just saying, hey, man, this will really mean a lot to us, blah, blah, blah. But listen, man, sometimes you got to know when you're going into the hood, who to talk to, who not to talk to, hey, listen, don't park there, go there. Hey, if you see this, go the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if they try to stop you and do this, don't take it. Like, he gave him the rules and regulations of dealing with HBCU stuff.
Because he's not going to really understand it until he starts to go through day-to-day operations.
Yeah.
Right now, it's all good. It seems beautiful, don't it? Wait till you got to go day-to-day operations and start hearing the word no. And I don't know. Huh?
A lot. A lot.
Can we do this? Nah, we can't. Unless you can do it, you can do it, but can we do it? Nah.
We don't do it like that over here.
When somebody piss you off in financial aid because they didn't process something right. When somebody piss you off in wherever department, because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a process of getting used to how things are being done. And maybe he can be that change agent, that agent of change to be able to get things, because I think also with him, it just feels like there's an energy of we can do things differently. I think that's the big thing about it. Doesn't it feel like that?
Yeah, and I this is the thing that I'm gonna say, and we can move on. But the thing for me is that with Marshall and Tony being at the hip, there's a lot of things that I think people are just going to be a little bit more lenient or flexible to trying to help. You get what I'm saying? Like, because he has the cachet to say, come on, now, there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying?
And show you things. That was one of my issues, like with Eric Dooley. Eric Dooley was a good coach in the SWAC, but he had never left the SWAC to bring anything new to you.
Yeah.
He just knew how to do shit from the SWAC, from Grambling to Pine Bluff to Prairie View. Here's a new set of eyes with a new way of thinking that ain't that SWAC way, where it just kind of gives you that feel that, and he seems to be a very intelligent guy. Not only that, business savvy. So you hope that he can bring that intelligence along with that that savviness of business to the table of Southern. Say, hey, this how y'all been doing it. We may need to restructure this, and that to be able to get the best outcome for ourselves. And I think for most people, that within itself brings excitement. Maybe he can be that change agent to disrupt some things that Southern has been content for far too long on how they operate when it comes to the structures there.
Well, we shall see. But again, he needs to do this and do it fast. I mean, you're in December. The portal opens up in January. High school early signing day is in December. You know, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. The next 2 or 3 weeks is going to be a full speed ahead. Perry, I mean, did he say he had 90% of his staff already selected?
I don't know if he was just talking or what, but until I hear names, I don't know.
Okay.
So I hear at least an OCDC, general manager, recruiting coordinator, whatever the case may be. I hear that. I
think the general manager, I think Ricky's going to stay as the DFO. I'm just assuming because he wasn't let go today. He could be let go later on. You never know. But as of right now, he's still on staff. As of right now, from what I heard, Fred McNair is still on staff. I haven't heard that he's been fired or let go. But a lot of the other guys, Everett Todd, Mark Fredericks, Miller, Nevins, whatever his name is, all those guys are gone. For me, what I've heard
Thank you
is
guys for your services. It is a business at the end of the day. You got to be professional, regardless if it's good or bad. Hey, we appreciate you for all that you did.
I don't listen.
Well, those guys were
I don't
Southern
appreciate
guys
nothing.
too.
I don't appreciate nothing Mark Fredericks did. Not a lick of nothing. He shouldn't get another offensive coordinator job in the SWAC. Fact. That's facts. If anybody, Prairie View told y'all ninjas what it was, and then y'all ain't believe him. He came in there with that inside zone, and now he's known Mr. Inside. He's Mr. Inside Zone now. Okay, so no.
I just say thank you for your services.
Okay.
That's all. There's nothing wrong with that. We appreciate it.
Everything
They still got paid at the end of the day, so services were paid for. So
services were rendered. All right,
Yeah.
they just did a half-ass job with it. My thing is, what I've heard is that there's a possibility that Rollins from Grambling could be Southern's DC, or Ryan Lewis from Alabama State, who went to UAB, that he could be Southern's defensive coordinator. So those are just some names that I've heard. Anything else is completely under wraps. I haven't heard anything else offensively or position wise or anything like that. But I would love if he could get Ed Reed as a defensive coordinator on this staff. I think that would make them a super power team, to where Marshall Faulk brings the excitement offensively, Ed Reed brings the excitement defensively. And I think it's a great way for Ed Reed to kind of wash that Bethune stench off of him, get in the good graces of HBCU football again, and go get him a head coaching job somewhere else. That's just my little 2 cents.
maybe even the Ray Lewis, huh?
I'm over Ray Lewis, if I'm being honest.
Ray
Lewis
yelled his name out more than anybody.
Yeah, but every time I hear stuff about him, it's like he doesn't really want to coach. Every time I talk to somebody that has interviewed Ray Lewis, they all say he doesn't really want to coach. He just acts like he does. So until he decides that till he picks a job, I'm out on Ray Lewis. I'll take
if we can go poach the defensive coordinator from somewhere in FCS, somewhere that's good. So once again, I'm good with guys, that are proven football coaches. And I know you like that NFL experience, but it ain't always an NFL guy developing the guy to go to the NFL either. Sometimes it's just a really damn good coach that know how to develop guys. So I'm for whoever is best. It don't necessarily got to have years of NFL experience, because ain't Colorado full of years of NFL experience?
Then they ass whoop.
So that's my point. It ain't always got to be years of NFL experience. Fine, just give us some proven coaches. That's all I'm for.
But I mean, in the SWAC, it worked. So it all depends on where you at. All depends on where you at.
I get it.
All depends on where you at. All right, let's move on.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the.
Hey! I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed it.
Hey, Rick James said I should have never gave you niggas money.
Listen,
You don't know how to act.
I needed it. Listen, I had to go. I needed it. So where we at? We tied.
What a way to come down to the end, huh? We couldn't have. And you know what's crazy, Scotty? Every week, the picks been going all over the place. Some weeks you up, some weeks I'm up. But after 14 weeks of football, this is literally how we ended up.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
And we literally been all over the place with our picks. Not agreeing, whatever, but I just think that's amazing. And it ain't too shabby of a record, I would say.
No. Pretty much like 100 over. Yeah, that's not bad. Man, listen, I was stressing. I said, I can't go out like that. I said, God.
And see, you talked all that shit to me. Had I picked Southern all them times, you run away with this. You easily up by 10.
I picked Delaware State all them times.
Yeah, because you believed. I didn't believe in them. I can show you. I continuously bring it up. Well, look what I did. I keep this just for you every single time. For Delaware, I said them folks was gonna go 1-11.
Oh man, I don't know why you be disrespecting me like I don't know what I'm talking about. And even when I picked South Carolina State, I would have this game. Listen, this would have been over if I picked South Carolina State. This is not even a competition.
Now I got mind control over you. Now all of a sudden.
Oh, it won't happen next year. I promise you that. I promise you that.
Hey, keep yelling Delaware State, then.
Nah, yeah, I will, but it ain't gonna happen though. I promise you. If I get an inkling that I don't like the game, trust me when I tell you, you won't get me again. You won't.
Oh, okay.
You won't. Trust me when I tell you. Let's get into it. This game was absolutely bananas.
I was in the press box keeping up with this on my phone because I went up to the press box and called the game on Sirius XM with my man Mark Gray and Mo Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were calling the game, man, we kept keeping up with this score. And before you know it, it flipped. It looked like, fam, you had this thing in hand. I don't know what happened. You can tell me. I haven't got a chance to watch the game. I do know it wasn't nobody at this game, though. It's about as many people on this screen was at this game, but something happened. And when I looked back up and saw the score, I said, oh, it's over for Cozy. That was the first thing came in my mind. Cozy is gone. Because there's no way you can get in front of them people at FAMU in that weekly meeting.
Ain't no way.
Is it the 220?
No way. Yeah, 220 Club.
And you know why I always go back to this? Because I would never forget during that coaching search, they had a board member who was throwing shots. And what did he say? It ain't like we Valley or UAPB.
You are now.
Oh my God.
Valley has a winning streak on FAMU. They are 2-0 in the last 2 years. That's crazy.
They say we 81%. We might need to look at gambling for a living a little bit. Because I had weeks I went undefeated. But let's talk about FAMU and Mississippi Valley State. Everybody knows Scotty Benton. He's off the bandwagon officially. 2 years ago, I couldn't get him to stop talking about FAMU. Now, he don't even talk. He just disgusted anytime he look over and see Cozy. Am I right or am I wrong?
You are 1,000% right.
35-31 the final score. How about FAMU going on the road to Itabena? And I blame the promoters of that weak-ass game in Atlanta for putting this FAMU in this position. For nobody to be at a cold-ass game in country-ass Itabena, Mississippi, doing Thanksgiving weekend, and you force FAMU into that position where when they had a little streak, this could have been better for them way before, besides after the Florida Classic. FAMU in this ball game with 3 of 13, Scotty, on third down, 455 yards of offense for the Rattlers, 283 in the air, 172 on the ground. They had 3 turnovers, as you know, all by way of interception. For the winners, the Delta Devils, what a way to end the season, man. Congratulations to Mississippi Valley. If you put 2 minutes back on the clock, I think they beat Southern too, but I'll leave that for another day. The Delta Devils, 3 of 11 in this ball game on third downs. They have 425 yards of total offense, Scotty, 358 in the air, 67 yards on the ground. They also had 1 turnover. R.J. Johnson, your boy, the third, number 12, he was 20 of 34 for 283 yards in this game, 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Staff Franklin Jr., 15 carries for 101 yards and a touchdown. On the other side, Brandon Nunez, 28 of 47, 331 yards from Mississippi Valley with 3 touchdowns and an interception. Man, Mekhi Norris shows out in this one. 8 receptions, 140 yards, and a touchdown. How about it? Scotty, fill me in. You had a chance to watch this. I was at the Bayou Classic. What the hell happened in Itabena?
So it was a lot of games going on with me. It was me and Mr. Perry doing a watch party, and we was watching the Albany State game, a little bit of the Bayou Classic, and then this game was on as well. I can't tell you everything, but that fourth quarter was crazy. And what it really came down to was R.J. Johnson. R.J. Johnson gave this game away to Valley. Now, I think the biggest play of the game was 3rd and 9. It was Valley was on 3rd and goal. No, I'm sorry. It was 3rd and 9. Yeah. They had just got a turnover. They didn't get many yards. It was 3rd and 9. They was like 20 yards. They were in the red zone, and they threw a slot corner. It was twins left. The inside guy did a corner route. The quarterback hit him right in his stride, touchdown. That's when the game changed. That is exactly when the game changed. And that's when they went up. It was 27-31. They scored that. That's how they got to the 35. And then the pressure got put back on to FAMU. And RJ Johnson, man, he threw a pick in the middle of the field.
Threw a pick with 1:27 left in the game.
Yeah. It was truly it was a very exciting game to watch, especially in that fourth quarter. That fourth quarter was tremendous. And you got to give credit to Sam Parker for what he's done, how he's done it at Valley. Giving credit to T-Buck and the talent that he's assembled there, because they can compete. Listen, 9 times out of 10, FAMU usually just runs you off the field, just with pure speed. And the fact that they were able to hold their own, do what they can, and compete at the level which they have all season. They've only been, I think Southern been blown out more than that. No, FAMU been blown out more than Valley has, if I'm being honest. I think so. Because I think the only game Valley was really blown out was PV.
You know, it's nothing to pull it up on the screen. It's nothing to pull it up if you want to do compare and contrast. It's not, it ain't much to talk about tonight anyway.
Valley football. Yeah, but I think they had a better season overall than FAMU. Let me see this real quick. So let me.
And what a heartbreaker! 2 back-to-back weeks, losing at the end of a game like that.
I just hope they fire Cozy, man. That's all I care about. 59-3, 56. Do these count?
All of them count.
Okay.
Because they FCS opponents.
True. All right. 45-25, 32-10, 42-42. Nah, yeah, they definitely, yeah, never mind. Once you got down here, they
toe out the frame.
Yeah, she don't know what she's doing. Just giving it out. What the hell? I mean, they on the A&T level. They on the A&T level. So nah, yeah. FAMU got blown out, but they didn't get blown out. Let me see what FAMU. Let me count.
Assistant ass whoopings right there.
1, 2.
32-10, a blowout.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let me see. Football schedule. That's an FBS opponent. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
3. All right. They got blown out pretty much, though. They got blown out sometimes, though. But overall, great game by Valley. I just hope I don't know how this guy made it. I don't know. I do not know how this guy is still coaching. How does he still have a job currently at this point in time?
How long is this contract?
3 years.
Is this year 3?
It's year 3.
Oh.
No. This is year 2. He's going into year 3.
What's going on right here?
Oh, my bad. I flipped him. My bad. Man, dog, you know what, man, just
the people gonna be like, what the hell, Scotty?
Flip it. You know what happened. All right,
hey, I know. I'm just saying the people. Somebody could be their first time watching tonight,
Southern had 28, Grambling had 27. There you go. All right, move on.
You see, they saying, please fix it.
Jesus.
We talking about this game?
I don't care what they saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Man, you are. I'm the man of the people. Scotty say, fuck the people. Y'all gotta watch out.
Y'all know what it is, man. Jesus Christ. Hey, is any of y'all making slides? No. Okay, no.
Well, at the end of the day, 28-27 in a thriller in the Bayou Classic, the 52nd one, down in New Orleans, man. And was it a vibe? It was. 63,000 people in attendance. Don't look at the seats, because I can tell you, if you walked around, that's where the people was at. You know where they was at, Scotty? They were at the bar. The people were having drinks. They was enjoying themselves, and it was a total vibe at the 52nd annual Bayou Classic, man. And it seemed like it was all Grambling going into halftime. Grambling goes in 17-7. Southern misses a field goal to make it 17-10 before the half. And then after halftime, Southern wakes up. And let me talk to you about this game. Let me tell you this stat. Southern was 0 of 10 on third down conversions in this ball game, Scotty.
Wow.
Did not convert a third down in this ball game.
The whole game?
Huh?
The whole game?
The whole game.
Oh, shit. That's crazy. Yeah. And won it? That's crazy.
And won it.
That's crazy.
It's one of those stats we talked about on air.
I told you it'd be kooky.
It's kooky. Did not convert a third down at no point in this game. Had 352 total yards of offense for the Jaguars, 148 yards passing, 204 on the ground is where Southern really started to wake up. You look at guys like Barry Remo. You also, I'll come back to it. How about Grambling on the other side? The Tigers, they were 5 of 18 on third down, 300 yards in this game, total 215 in the air, 85 on the ground. 2 crucial turnovers for Grambling, the interception and the fumble at the end of the game to hurt them. Cameron McCoy for Southern, 6 of 18, 148 yards and a touchdown. Ashton Strother struggled in this game. Barry Remo, the MVP of the Bayou Classic, a Baton Rouge kid from Catholic High School, 7 carries for 100 yards and a touchdown. Trey Holly right there behind him, 18 carries, 61 yards and 2 touchdowns. And how about the game-winning touchdown caught by Khalil Harris, who had 2 receptions for 61 yards in this game, and Cam Jefferson, 3 receptions for 66 yards in this ball game. On the other side for Grambling, what was it much there? Hayden Benoit, 16 of 32 for 221 yards passing and 2 touchdowns and an interception. Andre Cruz, 18 carries for 47 yards and a touchdown in this one. And then Andrew Frazier, 1 reception for 70 yards in this ball game, man. Listen, I'm going to tell you when I think this game flipped personally. And it wasn't a necessary offensive or defensive play. It was a late hit out of bounds on Ashton Strother on the Grambling State sideline.
Man, that was nasty.
It was nasty. But when Strother got up, he ran back to the sideline and got in the huddle and just got in everybody's face and started going crazy. And in my mind, he woke everybody up saying, hey, this how they going to play? We need to wake up. We need to get it together.
Listen, that D-line, I hadn't seen it play like that all year. It really lived up to its potential. Kelby Givens was a man. He was possessed. Number 42 played possessed. It was a great. That D-line really, really, really stepped up. Really stepped up.
And yeah, they put Grambling in tough situations on third down. But when Grambling was converted, they kept finding soft spots in the coverage with the receiver every single time to convert those long third downs and keep drives alive. Grambling also kicked a 51-yard field goal in this one, but they missed 2 other field goals that would have helped them. And then on that last drive, if they kept things alive, it looked like Grambling was basically finna walk it down and set themselves up for a field goal. And ultimately, the fumble occurs. Kelby Givens falls on it. And you would have swore Southern won the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, it's the Black Super Bowl of America. It's the Bayou Classic, and Southern is the winner, baby. It's the Hood Super Bowl, baby. You like that?
Not the Black Super, not the Hood Super Bowl, baby. Not the Hood Super Bowl. That's funny. That's a new one for me. All right. New segment. What are you waiting for? All right. What are you waiting for? I was trying to find that clip. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Right? Like, because it's seriously like, what is FAMU and UAPB waiting for? All right. Let me see if I can find that clip.
Damn good question.
Here you go. I found it. This is what I want. This is what I want to know.
Oh. Well, if the killer was in your house last night, why didn't he just kill you then? Because he's just messing with us. Don't you see? He's got us right where he wants us. We can't go to the police. He's just out there watching us and waiting for us. What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
You! What are you waiting for? All right, that's the question at hand. That is what we all want to know. What is FAMU and UAPB waiting for? How are these guys not fired yet?
You want me to take UAPB and you take FAMU?
Oh, I would happily take FAMU.
I happily take UAPB because, listen, I'm tired of my mom being upset with adding up L's. She is a proud Golden Lions supporter. She loves her Golden Lions, but one thing she don't like is a sorry-ass team. And she's like, well, what are we doing, Perry? I say, Mom, look, I don't know. Y'all beat Southern. I guess that was your highlight of the year. But other than that, for me, once again, to anybody that's out there, I know I talk about this a lot. I'm a Pine Bluff guy. I grew up around UAPB. UAPB was my introduction to the SWAC. I was around when UAPB transitioned into the SWAC in 1997 under Lee Hartman. Now, one thing I have heard about UAPB that I didn't realize that I started to see, they're notorious for hiring first-time head coaches. Now, Lee Hartman, who had taken over this program coming out of the death penalty, had took them to the NAIA National Championship and then took them to the NAIA semifinals before they came to the SWAC. Now, Lee Hartman was a hell of a football coach at Dalloway High School in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Right now, he just made the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame because of how good he was as a coach, right? Had one of the longest winning streaks in Arkansas high school football history, won multiple championships, and then he came over to UAPB and helped get that program ushered into Division I at the time, D1AA and now FCS. But Lee Hartman was a first-time head college football coach. Then after Lee Hartman, they bring in Mo Forte. Many folks from Norfolk State can remember Coach Mo Forte, right? He was the only coach out of the next few coaches I'm about to name that actually came in with coaching experience. And what did Coach Forte do? In 2006, took UAPB to the SWAC Championship game against Alabama A&M against the Luke brothers. Everybody remember Kelsey Luke Neal?
Yeah.
All right. So then we transition. Monty Coleman, who had played for the Washington Redskins, was a Pine Bluff guy, went to Pine Bluff High. He comes in and takes over the program after joining the staff as a volunteer, then making defensive coordinator. Then he takes over the program. Remember, he had never been a head coach before. And I showed you his record last time. Out of what, 10, 12 years, he only had one winning season. And that was the 1 year UAPB won the SWAC championship in 2012, right? I think they went 10-2 that year. After that, there was nothing else. Then they go hire Cedric Thomas. Cedric Thomas was a first-year head coach. And then he ends up leaving the program after a couple of years. And remember, under Cedric Thomas, they went to South Dakota State and got their ass whooped 90-6. Anybody remember that game?
Yeah.
I remember that game. All right. Totally embarrassing. Then after that, then you bring in Doc Gamble. Doc Gamble inherits a team from Cedric Thomas, and he takes them to the SWAC championship in that abbreviated spring season to take on Alabama A&M. In the fall, they come back and I believe only win 2 games. Once again, Doc Gamble had never been a head football coach on the college side. Then you bring in Alonzo Hampton, who has never been a head coach on the college side. So my thing to UAPB, how are you ever going to fix it when you hiring guys that don't have the answer to fix it?
Yeah.
You've consistently hired guys in their first head coaching position, and they don't have the answers. Is why you keep getting the results that you're getting. And I'm continuously baffled at what is it that you want if you're going to continue going down this route of hiring first-time head football coaches on the college side, and then you getting the results that you're getting, and then you're sitting here at the end of the day wondering what the hell is going on. At some point, the mindset and the process has to change moving forward. And I know with UAPB, their success matters to the city of Pine Bluff. It matters to the city of Little Rock. It matters to the entire region. But now people blow off UAPB. They're only looking forward to homecoming and maybe the Southern Heritage Classic. So for me, that is a problem moving forward. And with plenty of coaches that have found success on the D2, because I constantly getting told, well, we ain't got no money. We ain't got this. We ain't got that. Then shut the program down.
And just move on down.
Just move on because you're wasting time and money if you're going to keep telling me what you don't have. But guess what? There has to be a proven coach out there on the D2, D3, NAIA, whatever case, that knows what to do with no money and can come in and do that. But find a guy that's been proven before he got there. And that's all I want to know with UAPB. Are you going to look for a guy that's proven? You ain't got to go find a superstar on the FCS side and the FBS. There are plenty of successful coaches that are looking to move up from D2 and D3 that have gone and done a lot more with less.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if your excuse is what we don't have, find somebody to work with what you don't have and build it up at UAPB and stop being okay with being a bottom dweller and making an excuse to tell everybody why you a bottom dweller and then don't speak out about it. And then my issue is it seems to not be bothering anybody. And when it doesn't bother anybody, that lets you know how far the fan base is falling. Because let me tell you, I can remember the days of a UAPB fan base that showed up and showed out, whether it was on the road or at home. So for me, UAPB, what are you waiting for? Do you really want to be a contender or do you want to be a pretender? And right now, you've been pretending to be Division I football for a very long time with the consistent losing that you do. And with a team like UCA in your state who is on the same level of FCS, there's no way they 50 points better than you every time you play them. There's no way you cannot be in contention in a SWAC West that is not really good, and every year you find yourself near the bottom or at the bottom. And there's no way that you can, at the end of the year, sit here and look at this, and there's nothing against Alonzo Hampton, but there's no way you can look at him and say, we okay with that at all. So for me, I'm frustrated, and the frustration comes from my mom and many others that I know that are UAPB. When I bring up, hey, y'all gonna hell no, we ain't going out there. It ain't even a tailgate scene. You got a sprinkle of folks. You just completely killed the culture of what I known of UAPB. And if all you looking for every year is homecoming, then you got a problem when you can get that same crowd at other games throughout the year, but you are not looking at it from a business standpoint. What are you going to be doing every time with an empty ass stadium? But constantly tell me we ain't got no money. If you ain't got no money, drop the D2 or cut the program altogether, because right now you're wasting your money, and I'm tired of seeing you wasted on losing, because at the end of the day, I want better for UAPB, and this ain't it, Scotty.
It isn't. And you said they were stacking L's?
What's up, G-Way? In the cut with my twin, we be vibing. Classy bitch, but they know I be outside with it.
Listen, very, very nice soliloquy, as Perry always does. It's very simple for me. You were giving and I know everybody's using my analogy, but essentially, Cozy was left a Porsche. A nice red Porsche sitting on 20s. If you want to call it a GT, Porsche 911, a Panorama, whatever car you want to name it, it was a Porsche, right? Again, had some miles on it, but it ran good. All right. And then when you get the car, you don't just drive the car as is because you don't like how it's sitting. You know, Willie was tall, so you got to scoot the seat up. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like the 20, so you put 17s on. You know what I'm saying? You didn't like the dark tint. You know, you hated to keep getting stopped when you went to your white neighborhood, so he had to take the tint off. That was year one. You know what I'm saying? He made some changes, but the car was still good. Ended the season a little rough with losing the Valley, losing the PV, right? Losing a close one to Jackson. People start looking at you different. Now year two comes around, and now it's your guys. Now it's your program. And this is the product that you put on the field, getting blown out by Alabama State, getting blown out by NCCU, getting blown out at home by Jackson. I mean, all your blowouts. Alabama State blew you out at Bragg. Jackson State blew you out at Bragg. You barely beat Southern at Bragg. And then, to top it all off, you lose to Valley. At Valley. It's crazy to me. So, no, is that Porsche sitting on 20s? No, it's sitting on bricks now. Engine gone. Chopped up for pieces. This program is not in the position that Willie left it. And the frustration to me is that I get these calls of, you know, Cozy's this and Cozy's that. And And when does the accountability fall on Cozy? Because again, I hear that, Cozy comes out into the public and he'll tell you, oh, I haven't had that. I haven't had support. I haven't gotten this. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. But that was never Willie's problem. He never allowed that problem to spew out on the football field. He was always going to control what he could control. That's all he could do is, hey, listen, no, we don't have this, but we're going to get if the more we win, the more I'm able to go back and ask for more. But when you're not producing on the field and the product that you're putting on the field is not good, I don't know what people are I don't know what he's expecting from FAMUans to put money into this program. It does not look good. You make the changes for Joe Henry, you get rid of him. The defensive coordinator leaves from last year. That was a godsend. I don't know how he with the Patriots now, but that was a godsend. You become see what people are missing. You are the defensive coordinator at FAMU. You're the one Valley put 35 on. You're the one Alabama State put 40 on. You're the one NCCU put 40 on. You're the one Jackson State. This ain't you are the play caller. I don't understand how this guy is still walking around in Tallahassee with the job. I don't give a damn if you don't know who the next coach is. You just know who's not. Oh, we want to find the right guy. And we want to make sure. Listen, at this point, man, just give me somebody competent. Because again, I never liked this hire in the first place. When does somebody coaching in Canada ever matter in America? He couldn't even win in Canada when he was a head coach. And now you think you're going to come down here in Florida in the SWAC? And, man, listen, at the end of the day, man, I keep telling y'all, these Bamas are stealing the church's money. The building fund, the tithes and offerings, these Bamas are stealing money. You got to get these Bamas out as soon as you can so you can stop the bleeding and turn this program around. There is no godforsaken way that Alonzo Hampton and Cozy should be on the sideline for either one of these institutions next year. Neither one. And if UAPB gives if UAPB gives Alonzo Hampton an extension, oh my God. Oh my ever-loving God.
Listen, if I'm UAPB right now, I've been pushing Dawson Odoms to him. But even if it ain't Dawson Odoms, my guy at Kentucky State, you don't think he wouldn't want to be a D1 coach?
I would love to see Felton Huggins at UAPB.
It just seems right.
He only had 2 full-time coaches. Everybody else was a volunteer.
And you telling me you ain't got no money at UAPB? Go look at Kentucky State. And what did he do? Did something they ain't did in 60 years?
Yeah.
So come on, there are people out there that can do the job. And that man would love to prove that he can do the job on the D1 level to move up. He's a Louisiana guy.
Yeah.
Arkansas is right above Louisiana.
Yeah.
Arkansas and LSU battle for the boot. You know what make the boot? Arkansas and Louisiana.
Yeah.
You don't think he can't get down there and recruit? Get a guy a chance. Dawson Odoms is a program guy that I think, at the end of the day, they want to be a program. You want that slow build. You want to get there where you can, at some point, if you ain't winning championships, at least you a 6-7 win team.
Yeah, competitive.
Like, damn. And that's all I'm asking for UAPB. That's all I'm asking. And if me asking that for you to want to be that and you don't want that, then fuck it. Ain't that what you was going to say? Your hand said fuck it. You didn't say it, but you threw your hands up.
I was going to say,
what you meant?
I was going to say, forget about it.
Oh. Well, it's frustration because at the end of the day, man, I got a lot of love for UAPB. I really do. I went to Southern, but at the end of the day, I got a lot of love for UAPB. That's what I grew up. I was the ball boy for the football team.
Yeah.
I traveled. I did everything with UAPB. Those were the days of a UAPB football team that was competitive throughout the SWAC. They wasn't no pushovers.
Yeah.
This shit now is a pushover. And if every year you okay with 3 of your wins being against 2 teams the NCAA don't even care about,
that's sad.
Arkansas Baptist and Westgate and Lincoln, and if them the games you okay with, I'm not good with that. You want to be a formidable opponent. Check. When the last time any of y'all from any of the opposing teams said we going to UAPB this weekend? We playing UAPB, we going up there.
I'm gonna check that out.
You ain't even been to UAPB yet.
No, I haven't, and I don't plan on going either.
Why?
Ain't no need.
When the last time anybody from any of the schools said, you know what, we playing UAPB this weekend, we going up there?
Yeah. It wasn't for me.
You know why they not going? They already feel like, man, just check that W on the schedule and just gonna let them have. We ain't going up there for that shit. And that's the reality of it. And if you don't like the real, then, hey, I don't know what else to tell you, but that's the real. That's where it is right now, and it ain't cool. So what's more important? Is it business to get asses in the seats?
Yeah.
To fill the stands up, and I'm not saying win a championship every year, but at least be competitive. Be okay with winning 6 games and more. 3 to 4 games ain't going to cut it. And be a fan base that got pride. And if you ain't got no money, get somebody out there to go knock on doors and make calls and get you some damn money. Is it easier said than done? It might be. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I know an effort.
Let me ask you this, Pete. Does a celebrity hire work for UAPB, in your opinion? Because I think Ed Reed would be a great hire to bring some excitement and some buzz.
Somebody, it ain't about excitement at UAPB.
Okay.
Need ability. Excitement, UAPB ain't ready for excitement yet. Excitement is for programs who just ready to get back to that way. Where the fan base been waiting on that. UAPB been down so long, they need stability. The excitement ain't there. Maybe once somebody comes in and gets the program stable enough to where, you know, formidable opponent. Because it's no way you year 3 and you getting your ass blown out by Bama State.
Hey, yo.
Oh, excuse me, Paul.
Hey, yo.
You couldn't wait for that one, huh? There's no way you get blown out 50 piece. Pull up UAPB schedule right quick. You talking about blown out.
Hold on. He said, you talking about blown out?
Yeah.
I can tell you about some blown out.
Hey. They ought to be tired of being on the jump off list. Did you see Southern? Southern like, hell no, we one and done.
Oh,
we try to get up off this however way, whatever way. I'm ready to give up my hoish ways in the streets.
All right.
Texas Tech.
Central Arkansas?
41-17. What the hell is this? The Texas Southern?
51-7 is crazy. To Texas Southern?
Now you give up the game to Grambling. Just gave it up. Then you go get blew out to Bethune-Cookman.
Is that really a blowout though? 17 points?
It ain't close enough.
Yeah, 17 points in a blowout.
What you want to say? It was a good game?
It's competitive.
They never was in it.
Oh, well.
Here's the marquee victory of the season.
They blew y'all out.
That's the marquee victory of the season.
Oh, man. I mean, they played. God damn, that 56-9 is bad.
Keep going. It don't end there.
Jesus.
But your coach outside of Eddie Robinson is the longest tenured coach in the conference right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Eddie Rob, James, how many years Cole's he been at FAMU?
2 years.
You've been at UAPB 3 years. Chris Dishman in his second year. Now let's talk about it. He gave Texas Southern their best season since 2000. So tell me somebody can't get it done. I don't want to hear the goddamn excuses. Chris Dishman in year 2 has already got Texas Southern headed the right way. Tremaine Jackson in year 1 already got Prairie View headed in the right way. So how can you sit back and watch these programs do this?
You know,
and then look at your
again,
program and be
you're saying a lot, but you're not putting the blame on who is supposed to get the blame.
Who's supposed to get the blame?
Chris Robertson. See, you listen, you doing a lot of Mayweather, right? You sticking and moving, but you're not hitting. Chris Robertson has to make the decision to move on from Alonzo Hampton, as well as make the smart decision to say, you know what? I can't keep going down this path for first-year head coaches. I got to go get me a guy that's established or a guy that has a winning culture or who has one. You know what I'm saying? So going to go find a Higgins, going to go get a Lamar Odom, Jesus Christ, Dawson Odoms, going to get a Fred McNair, going to get whoever you might think is a solid head coach. Now, I mean, I'm not picking no Fred McNair. That's just me. But I'll give Dawson Odoms another chance. I would because he had some talented teams at Norfolk. They lost some very, very close games. I can rock with that. Maurice Flowers. Teddy Keaton ain't taking that crap. Who else? I mean, just go find you a Quentin Morgan. I think Quentin Morgan would be perfect for this job.
From Langston?
From Langston. Yeah, they just let him go. He was like, his record at Langston was like 56-20. You know what I'm saying? Won a couple championships. They had nothing down in Langston. You know what I'm saying? I think he would be perfect for this job. You know what I'm saying?
Find a guy where your number one excuse is we don't have the money. Well, find a guy who come from somewhere they didn't have no money.
I'm not even mad if you go get Coach Cole. I'm really not. Because I'm really not. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Because, again, at the end of the day, what does that bring? That brings excitement. You might not. Hey, listen, you can say whatever you want. If Coach Cole gets that UAPB job, you don't think eyes going to be on that? You don't think eyes going to be on that?
They already dealt with the death penalty once. I don't know. UAPB already had the death penalty once now. Come on.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So, I again, he wouldn't
look
be
at those last two games.
He wouldn't be a first-time head coach.
Huh?
He wouldn't be a first-time head coach.
But just go find somebody out there who's coaching on the D2 level or somewhere who does not have what you think they should. UAPB can't beat nobody in the state of Arkansas. I've watched them personally lose to UCA when UCA was D2 in Little Rock. I went to Henderson State game and watched them lose to Henderson State. I sat in Golden Lion Stadium for 2 consecutive years and watched them lose to UAM. And these is D2 programs. UCA has since went from D2 to D1, FCS, and it's like it's light years ahead. Okay, we ain't got no money. All right. You still want to be FCS? Okay. Well, go find somebody who know how to coach without it. There's plenty of coaches want to prove themselves. I'm telling you, that guy at Kentucky State want to prove himself. I'm telling you, Dawson Odoms want to prove himself. I'm giving you names of somebody who can coach because out of your history since being FCS or Division I AA, you've only hired one coach that previously had coaching experience as a head coach, and that was Coach Moore Forte. R.I.P. Coach Forte. He's gone on above. Now, everybody you hired is first-year head coach. What do you expect to get out of somebody who learning on the job to turn a program around?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
That's why you getting the results over and over and over and over. You getting guys figuring it out. They can't figure it out because they never had to be in this situation to create success somewhere. There was success is already tough.
Listen, if I'm Terenzo Quinn, there's no way I'll take the UAPB job. It's no way. It's no way. Listen, you don't want to have listen, first of all, being from a coach coming from a HBCU, you don't want to be in a position to where your head coaching record is bad. Because it doesn't matter if he goes 1-10 the first year, unless he turns that thing completely around and goes 8-3, his career is done as a head coach until he has to reset himself as a defensive coordinator to get another opportunity to go back. And he ain't a white guy, right? Like white guys get those multiple opportunities. If they mess up or if they stink here, if they stink there, and we'll try him here, we'll try. black coaches from HBCU don't get them same opportunities unless they get called up as coordinators. So as a first-time head coach, you cannot, like, I would never tell a first-time head coach to take Valley. Never. Why? You're asking for your record to be ass.
It's just a tough place for you to have to figure it out with all of the problems that's going to come with it. You want somebody who's dealt with the problems before, who understands and know how to navigate it. I don't even think in 3 years, Alonzo Hampton has 10 total wins.
Wow. And that's in high school. And that's including high school.
Well, I think if you include, he might be at like 12.
That's sad. That's really sad.
You know, you can pull it up if you want to.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. But that's my point. Eddie Robinson got 10 wins this year. Eddie Robinson got 10 wins. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So what are you waiting for? I don't know what it is that you want. I don't know what it is that you're looking for. But at some point, you got to want better for yourself, man. And if not, then why are you doing it? Hire me and I'll take that $100,000 a year and I'll proudly take it from you.
Man, listen. Give me 3 years making 165.
And it ain't nothing against Hampton if I'm holding you to an expectation, because once again, to Hampton and UAPB, this is the expectations of a school like Southern. This is the expectations of a school like Jackson. This is the expectation of a school like FAMU and Grambling. You don't get to get away with this for too long before people start to rumble and say, this ain't it.
If that dude really wants the job, just give it to him. Just give it to him. It's an easy sale.
Dawson Odoms want the job. Give it to him.
Seriously?
Give it to him.
Seriously. I think he just wants to be back in the SWAC.
What a great place that'll give you time to build.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, after year 3, there's no way your program looking where it is right now. This is not where I'm asking, as I'm sitting down as an AD, Scotty, the same way you looking at Cozy, considering you came off the type of season that they did with Willie Simmons, and then UAPB's trying to build. This ain't what I'm expecting in year 3.
Not at all.
In year 3, like, what accomplishments? Like, hey, I'm just saying.
I think we're all just saying.
What are you waiting for is what we saying.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? All right, moving on. HBCU top 5. Here we go. Not much has changed.
Not much has changed. I got Delaware State, who came up short against South Carolina State for that championship, coming in at number 5. Scotty, I'm proud of you. You called it for these guys, and they lived up to the expectation. I'm a big fan of Deshaun Jackson and work.
Can I stop you right there? Can I stop you right there?
Mm-hmm.
I think I called everything but Jackson. I think no, for 3, 4, and 5. I definitely called 3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's just I just want to give that to all the people out there.
Well, shout out to Delaware State for competing the way that they have and found themselves with one of their better seasons in a long time. At number 4 for me is Prairie View. The Panthers ended the regular season strong. I'm looking forward to this week's matchup against Jackson State. I think it's going to be one hell of a matchup. Prairie View's defense right now is ranked in the top 5 of FCS football. I think we got to circle it, and when we look at that game, there's going to be something to watch out for. Coming in at number 3, Alabama State. They won 10 games this year, Scotty. They just beat Tuskegee in the Turkey Day Classic. They ended the season strong. Congratulations to Coach Eddie Robb. Unfortunately, they didn't make the FCS playoffs nor the SWAC Championship, so they're at home with 10-win season this year. Number 2, South Carolina State. Chennis Berry, we talking about program, got one. Hadn't lost a game yet since he's coached in the MEAC, and he's won another MEAC back-to-back championship. His team, the Bulldogs, will be headed to the Celebration Bowl, and at the top, we'll be hosting the SWAC Championship this weekend up in Jackson, Mississippi, none other than the Tigers of Jackson State. They'll be hosting Prairie View, a game that I'm looking very forward to. Jackson State won the East, Prairie View won the West. Should be a great game. So this is my top 5. Delaware State number 5, Prairie View number 4, Alabama State number 3, South Carolina State number 2, and Jackson State number 1.
All righty. Mine's still pretty much the same, hasn't changed. Alabama State still my number 1 team. Prairie View at number 5. Coming in at number 4, Dell State for me. Coming in at number 3, South Carolina State for me. Coming in at number 2, Jackson State. And number 1, Alabama State, 10-2. Great season. I wish there was something else they could do, but hey, you want to schedule the Turkey Day Classic? That is on you. You want to schedule 2 D2 teams? That is on you. So this is where your season has left you. At home, eating bonbons. Okay, so listen. Listen. Jason Cable, do a better job of scheduling. That's all I'm going to tell you. Get out the Turkey Day Classic and do a better job of scheduling. I shouldn't see no 2 D2s on your program no more. It should be either Tuskegee or Miles. Make a decision. All right? Very, very simple for me. All right? Game of the week. I had to reset my soundboard so there's no dramatic countdown.
We'll just do it. Bump, 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 bump. There it is. Don't worry, we can improv.
Game of the week. That'll work. All right. SWAC Football Championship. We got that man, Tremaine Jackson, Mr. Atlanta. Home of the purple and gold.
Gotta get there.
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 And then we got Mr. TC Taylor. All right. Mr. We just, we're just here to win. We're just here to win. We're just here to win. All right, listen. I will be at the SWAC Championship. For all you Bammers out there who've been asking me, yes, I will be in attendance. No, I will not be wearing purple. And no, I will be wearing blue. I will be wearing, if you see me, I'll be wearing some Delaware State merch.
What side you gonna be sitting on?
Probably the side with the less fans. The side with the 12 fans, because there ain't gonna be that many of them. All right, so I will be in the building.
Jackson, Mississippi too, man. We're gonna be up there. I'm looking forward to this game, man. Second year, I get a chance. I've been going to Jackson a lot.
Yeah, it's like right down the road.
It is right down the road, man. So this is where all the football of the SWAC is being played at right now. So I'll be there as well, Scotty. Shit, I'm gonna get me some fish before the game and enjoy myself.
Yeah, so we'll be there, man. I'll be there. Listen, I had to get a regular ticket. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how I go. I ain't getting no ain't no media passes being passed out for me in the SWAC Championship. All right, so yes, I'll be in attendance. Shout out to my subscriber, D from Ohio. I'm riding down with him. So we should have a good time making it down, man. So hope to see. Listen, let me tell you, my security bill is high. Okay, all right, got security. Play with me if you want to. I got 2 guys following me around at all times.
Man, you don't need that. Man, me and you can just mob through there, bro. We gonna be good.
I'm telling you right now, try me if you want to. I got 2 security guards protecting me at all times. Okay,
man, nobody
gonna look like Lane Kiffin when he walked up to that reporter and said, "You want to call me a hoe now?" I got 3 straight troopers. Don't think
be all right, ain't nobody gonna buy.
I know a lot of Jackson State troopers now. They do watch the show. Okay, I know a lot of state troopers that watch the show now. I'm just telling y'all, don't play with me. Okay, don't play with me.
If anything, man, they gonna offer you some food and some drink, dog.
I don't drink. If you watch the show and you want me to stop by your tailgate, please have some Sprite. Just please have some Sprite available.
You got the drink, give it to me.
I'm not drinking nothing.
Give it to me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the drink. Scotty can take the Sprite.
Yeah,
I'll take the drink.
Give me the drink. Yeah, it's a Sprite for me. Okay. Listen, if you don't like me, say what's up. If you do like me, say what's up. I'm very friendly. Okay, I'm very friendly. My wife just says I just have a personal space thing, but I'm gonna say hey to everybody. Okay. So again, if you're part of the 12 fans and you watch the show, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you say hey. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious to see how many of the 12 fans show up. So I'm curious to see. But Perry, about the game, let's get into the game. How do you feel about this matchup?
I'm torn because something in me's watching the way Prairie View has ended the regular season. You can't ask for better. And when they say a team is in stride playing their best football, Prairie View playing their best football. And you know what I like about it, Scotty? It's team football. It is the team and they look good playing team football. And Prairie View's defense, not only did they knock out Alabama State quarterback and Andrew Body, they damn near just took out the whole UAPB quarterback room. That mean they playing some ball up there. And them dudes get after it. Their secondary is dangerous. And I believe that D-line can push you around. They're ranked in the top 5 in all of FCS right now. You saying that, but I'm just saying. I cannot, because look, on the other side for Jackson, Jackson's past 2 games have been struggles against Bethune-Cookman and against Alcorn. They've literally had to win the game at the end of the game. And I don't know if that's the struggle you want to go against, going against this PV team. Now, the big question for me for Jackson State, I like the backup quarterback in the way he's been playing, Lockhart. But will Jacoby and Morgan be ready for this game? Do you know?
I've heard he's practiced. I would not be surprised if he goes. The only thing that I would does he make your offense more explosive? Yes, but he can also be very rusty. That is a thing. He could be very rusty. He could be rusty in this game. And again, going against the top 5 defense, as they say in FCS, that could be a problem. You know what I'm saying? If you're playing against one of the best defenses in the country and you're rusty, that's not the recipe for success, in my personal opinion. But again, if you're able to turn around and hand the ball off to those bad guys in the backfield and they're able to do what they do, then you have a good possibility of always winning the game. So, but go ahead, Perry.
I think the matchup to watch is the receivers of Jackson State going against the secondary of Prairie View. That's the matchup I want to see. I know Jackson wants to run the ball, and because they are a run-first team with Ahmad Miller. But I want to see the matchup of the receivers because Jackson State arguably supposed to have the best receiving core in the conference, right?
What? No.
Besides what? Bama State?
But Bama State and Bethune-Cookman probably have the 2 best wide receiver core in the.
But when you look by name, coming into the season, it looked like it was Jackson State with
by name, yeah,
by name. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing that matchup of the secondary because when Jackson State needed it against Alabama State, guess what they did? They put it in the air when they needed it. I want to see if they need it in this game. Will they be able to put it in the air against this secondary? That's all I want to see in this game. And I'm curious to see Tremaine Jackson's coaching job, right? Because his body of work to end the season has been strong. This is a guy who just played for a D2 national championship last year. So this doesn't come as new for him. Once again, they hired somebody with experience of what we're talking about for Southern and FAMU. Somebody who can come in and know what it's like. So championship atmosphere isn't going to be a problem to him. But let me tell you something. The Vet is a tough place to play. The Vet and that grass is a tough place to play. And Jackson State has won 11 straight games there.
Okay. Let's keep it a buck. It's only tough if you're behind. If you keep that game even, that crowd be quiet. Listen, y'all can say whatever you want. I've been at Jackson. I've been at Jackson in big games. That crowd is not what you think it is until you allow them. If you allow them to get in the game, they're going to be a tough crowd to get out of the game. But if that game is even Stevens, they're not that important. They're really not. Because
it's just hard to win on that field, though.
Yeah, because they got good teams. They got good teams.
That's what I'm talking about. Jackson is a tough place to go win.
It ain't because of the crowd.
I didn't say that.
Now, if the crowd gets into the game, if they get up on you, yeah, it's a hard feat to. It's just a lot. It adds to what they do. But if you keep that game low scoring, a slugfest, they don't like that. Mike is the quintessential fan of Jackson. If it's not a blowout, they don't like it. They don't like being in nickel and dime type games where the crowd has to really get into it to be like, defense. They ain't doing none of that. They're going to sit on their hands. Them palms going to be in their pocket, and they're going to be watching the game nervous as hell until something good happens. And then that's when they're just as finicky as Mike, literally.
When was the last time Jackson State lost the game in the Vet?
Alabama State.
How many years ago was that?
I think that was his first year.
That's a minute ago.
at homecoming.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
To me, it's like it's only been a few teams that have come in that building and been able to do it. Oh, Alcorn, 2023.
That's still a minute ago.
Yeah, but it's only a few teams that have been able to come in there and do it because they've had the talent to do so, right? Like half the battle is just having the talent. You know what I'm saying? But again, the crowd is not what gets you. It's just they got a damn good team. Now, if they up 14-0, it's gonna be hell for you. It's gonna be hell for you. 17-7 or 21-10. It's going to be hell for you. The best way to listen, you ain't even got to be up if the game is 10-13, 7-10. Like if it's one of those type of games at halftime, I'm telling, because again, Jackson State people, especially if they feel like they should blow you out. Oh, in a game close and they should blow you out, they really looking around like, what's going on? Can you believe what's happening right now? I can't believe that. Oh my God, DC better get his shit together. That it's so much of that they can't even cheer. So again, for Prairie View, their job is to take the crowd out of the game as quick as possible. That's number one. So if it's a shell shock play, if it's a trick play, if it's whatever you got to do to get up on that scoreboard, you got to do it. Or it's, hey, let's keep this game as close as possible. Again, he said it. What game did he say that? But he lost.
Who was that?
Alabama State. He said in the Alabama State game, Tremaine Jackson, he said, let's get them out here in that deep water in the fourth quarter, see if they can swim. That's the type of game you want to play with Jackson. That's really the type of game you want to play. Get them out in the fourth quarter and see if they can swim, especially if Lockhart's playing. If Lockhart's playing, that's exactly where you want to be. Come on out to this deep end and see if you can float. Because we didn't been in a few of these games, so we know what it looked like, right? And that's the thing for Prairie View. My keys to victory for Prairie View is if you're not blowing this team out, which I don't believe you will, you gotta keep this game as close. You want this game to be a touchdown. Like you never want this game to get out of hand. You want it to be 3 points, 6 points, a touchdown, the most 10 points, And you, as long as you keep it close, you stop the run. Listen, I'm always going to say this, and I'm sorry. I know people are like, Scotty, Jacoby and Morgan is always going to have to beat me. That's just what I'm not going to allow you to turn around and hand the ball off for 200 yards. I'm not going to allow you to do that. Unless you play it like how Bethune played it to where you can run up and down the field, but it doesn't really help you. But to me, you can't let Jackson dictate you with the running game. So you gotta make Lockhart or Morgan. You gotta make that quarterback beat you. But go ahead, Perry. I'm sorry.
I want to ask you a question.
What's up?
Tremaine Jackson as a football coach. Can he coach Prairie View to a victory in this one? That's making the adjustments, the X's and the O's. When it's situational downs, being able to make the right play for that situation, because you go back to like you talked about with Bama State, you still look back at that play on the 2-yard line where you blame and said that was not the right call. But as a football coach for Tremaine Jackson, can he coach Prairie View to a victory in this one against Jackson State, in your opinion?
I hate to say this. I say no, but it's not because he's not a good coach. I say no because I don't think he has the talent. I think he coaches it. I think he coaches this game to get it as competitive as possible. But I don't think he has enough horses. I just don't think he has enough horses.
And what would you like to see those horses at? What side of the ball?
In the wide receiver room.
Okay.
In the wide receiver. I listen. I know Jazier Rockwell is a first team DB. I get that. But this team is not dictated off the pass like I think it should be. I like Rockwell. I think Rockwell is a great possession guy. I would love PV to me doesn't have they don't have an over the top guy. And that's what they need in this game. But again, you can nickel and dime. If you take the Alcorn, Rockwell's a receiver. I know Rockwell's a receiver. I like him. Number 11, I think he's a great receiver. I think if you take the Alcorn premise of nickel and diamond short, I think Prairie View could win this game because I think they have the wide receivers that are really good in short yardage, like in a box in a phone booth. Number 11 and another guy they are great possession receivers. They have really, really, really good hands. So if you take that Alcorn mindset of just short passes, short runs, like 3-yard runs, 5-yard passes, 4-yard runs, 3-yard. Like if you keep it like that, I think they have a chance. I really do. I think they'll really have a chance. My thing is, I don't know if they have enough horses. I don't believe in that defense. I don't. They can be top 5. I
think it's been against lesser opponents?
I ain't seen it. It doesn't scare me. That defense does not scare me. Yeah, you might have guys on that defense that are good, but that defense does not scare me. I've seen it enough times against some of the best offenses. You're not that good. You just ain't. All right. So that's just my personal opinion. Are they trending in the right direction? Absolutely. Are they playing in the right direction? Absolutely. Does Tremaine Jackson have these guys locked and loaded? Absolutely. So I think this is a good game. A team, you got Jackson trending down. You got Prairie View trending up. It all depends on that quarterback position for Jackson State of what that looked like and what that team will look like. But yeah.
Another question for you. Looking at Jackson, Prairie View, who are you most? If you were to look at the season of both teams, who would you be more impressed with coming into this championship? Would it be Jackson State having to find a way to win without Jacoby and Morgan and Lockhart stepping up? Because it looked like this could have been it for Jackson, but yet they found a way. Or Prairie View, as the season went on, they just got better, especially on the back end of the season.
I definitely have to give it to Prairie View. And because, and it's not by much. I want to tell Jackson State people, it's not by much. I think what TC has done with Lockhart and that running attack and that offense and really emphasizing Nate Rembert like he should, because again, a lot of their guys have gone down. Like Shamar Savage isn't there, Fortillion isn't there. You know, they've been using some backup guys, but Rembert has been that centerpiece at wide receiver. He's been that X factor for them in the passing game.
And they've been finding creative ways to use Davenport too.
Absolutely. Davenport, Ahmad, Travis Terrell, like they got talent. But for me, it's Prairie View has done it in a multitude of ways. Like I'm talking about, for a couple games they were just heavy run. They didn't pass the ball. They had the Carter kid, and it was just straight spread triple option. That's what it looked like. It was crazy. Like and then they put Cam Peters in, and then they threw the ball some more, and then defensively they do this 3 safety look, and it's real funky looking, right? So again, it's just looked a lot different. And for me, I got to give credit to Tremaine. Again, it's in the West. It's the West. You know what I'm saying? But
what is it?
It's the West. You know what I'm saying? It ain't what your mama. It don't matter what your mama think. Everybody mama think the West is bad. Okay, it ain't. You know, whatever. But it's not by much. I want to be very clear. It's not like Tremaine Jackson has been head and shoulders above everybody. No. Like he's done what he's done very well for his team, and I think TC Taylor is right there. So it's not by much, and that is why I think that, because talent-wise, Jackson has more talent, and it's not even close, right? So if the coaching is close, but Jackson's just more talented, it's like, what you gonna do with that, right? So I think
can Tremaine out-coach talent?
I think he can.
Okay.
I think he can. I still don't think it's enough. That's what I'm saying. I think the game is close, but I don't think it's enough. For me, it could be a coin flip, but to me, you got to play keep away. Like if you're Prairie View, it's keep away. Like I got to play keep away. I got to keep that offense on the side of the field. I got to work this clock. I got to score touchdowns to put the pressure on that offense. And it's no different than what we would say about Dale State. Punting is a win. If you make Jackson punt, it's a win. And you just got to figure out ways to milk the clock, gain yards, and be okay with taking the short stuff. Be okay with 4-yard hitch, 5-yard hitch, 6-yard dig. You know what I'm saying? Yes, should you take a shot? Absolutely. But run the ball with Bingman, be physical, but don't think you're going to dictate this game in the run. You're not. Listen, man. You're not. You're not going to dictate Jackson with running the ball. You're just not. Unless
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Prairie View, Jackson State. Offense, defense, special teams. For Prairie View to win, what side of the ball do you think wins it for them? And for Jackson State to win, what side of the ball do you think wins it for them?
Offense has to win the ball for Prairie View. Prairie View has to win the ball with offense.
They're going to have their best offensive performance of the year.
Not their best.
Okay.
Not their best. You just got to score.
Okay.
You got to put points up. Like, you don't want to get in the shootout with Jackson, because if it's a shootout, that means you ain't been able to stop them, and they're going to win. Like, they're just more talented. They can attack you in a lot of different ways. If you want to, how they win offensively is straight old school 8, 10, 11,
just gonna line up
a lot. The time they have to win time of possession.
Yeah,
like they gotta play ball control against Jackson to where that defense is worn out by the fourth quarter. By the fourth quarter, they're dog tired because we just been leaning on you. We just been leaning on you, right?
You're looking for the physical game from Prairie View.
Yes, that's what they got. They got to play a very physical game.
Physical game, wear you out.
Yeah.
I want you, if you're going to play me, you got to play 4 quarters of football today.
4 quarters of football. 4 quarters of football is how you got to play this game, because, again, there's not a situation that Jackson can put Prairie View that they ain't been in.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like our season has prepared us for whatever situation you put us in outside of being down 21-3. You know what I'm saying? And having to come all the way back. They've been in the last minute drives. They've been in slugfests. They've been in we got to come back down by 10, and they missed a field goal to tie the game against Alabama State. They've been in a lot of different matchups. So they've been in the game. Yes, they have. With Rio Grande Valley, they were down 17-0, came all the way back and made it close, and they lost by 3, I believe, right? So Prairie View is tried and tested just as much as Jackson State is, right?
And with Prairie View, would you say has played a tougher schedule?
Yeah. Yeah. With Rio Grande Valley, with Rice, outside of Southern Miss and Bama State, I don't know any other game that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that Southern Miss game was pretty good by Jackson. They played them really tough. The Bama State game, and that's really it. The Bethune game was supposed to be better. I think if they had a better quarterback, it's a better game. But I think if they play Timmy, Bethune wins that game. That's what I honestly believe. But yeah, I think Prairie View's been tried and tested.
Again, you talking about that come from behind win against Texas Southern on the road at Alcorn was close. And then if it wasn't close, I mean, the loss to Bama State stung hard. But after that, they started blowing everybody out. It was like the defense really woke up and they took off and started playing to a whole nother level. And that's what I want to see out of a team once you're getting its stride. You're not continuously having those struggles as the season go on and just looking like, well, you just winning by a little bit. They've actually looked like the true SWAC West Division champs, the way that they've won games. Now for Jackson State, when I talked about the same with Prairie View, offense, defense, and special teams, what wins the game? What side of the ball wins the game for Jackson State?
Offense. So
it's offense both sides. This is going to come down to the offense of both teams.
Yeah, because again, if Jackson State takes Prairie View's heart defense, it's game over. Like if the offense of Jackson State knows that Prairie View cannot stop them, this game is over. Because we know what Jackson State's defense is.
Yeah.
You don't got to be ranked top nothing to know what they are. They know
make plays when it's time to make plays.
They know what they are.
Yeah.
They're a hard-nosed, bring your lunch pail, we going to play this. So if Jackson State's offense gets rolling, you can hang this game up. Because that's what Prairie View is based on their defense, right? That's all they brag about. Top 5 FC. We do. Oh, if you can't stop a nosebleed in this game is over. Yeah. Like, unless I won't, yes, it's over, but we'll see what them halftime adjustment looks like. But I'm telling you right now, if I'm watching the first 2 quarters and Ahmad Miller is running through them like Swiss cheese and Travis Terrell running through them like Swiss cheese and Nathan Rimbert doing jet sweeps, running, I'm going to be like this. Hey, Perry, where the tailgate at? Where?
That ain't hard to find, baby.
Where we eating at? Because the game over. The only way Prairie View stays in this game is if their defense shows up. If their defense does not show up, this game is over. Over. So now it's a shootout. But let me ask you, P, if it's a shootout, whose defense you trust?
I'm not sleeping on Prairie View, and that's been the conversation that I've been having with people when it comes to Prairie View's defense. I'm not sleeping on them.
I didn't say who you sleeping on. I said, who do you trust? That's why I made a very particular question. I said, if it comes down to a shootout, which defense do you trust? Don't worry, we'll wait. We'll wait.
I'm going to go with Jackson State's defense just because I've seen that body of work.
I seen them stop the best offense in the league on the 2-yard line. I seen them do it. And it hurt my heart. It still hurts my heart to this day. To this day. But come on, man. Like, no.
I think this is gonna be a good game.
I do. I think it's probably gonna be outside of Bubba making that last heroic run in the SWAC championship in that game. That was a really good second half. I think this might be the most competitive for 4 quarters of SWAC championship football that we've seen in the last 4 years.
I feel some excitement to this.
I do,
and I think it comes with a coach like Tremaine Jackson.
I do. I agree.
You cannot deny his energy.
Impact. His impact, yeah.
And he's been bringing that energy all year. He's been telling Prairie View fans. And I remember me, you, Mr. Campbell, and Lionel was on that show. You guys were saying, hey, he can make an impact in year 1. And I'm like, hey, maybe, but give him some time if he don't be successful. But he came in and made an immediate impact. Maybe one of the bigger year 1 impacts I've seen aside from Terrence Graves last year at Southern. But this right here is a better impact because his team literally got better. And I like the energy Tremaine brings to this. But then you going up against a guy, T.C. Taylor, who, hey, this is what he do. This is his SWAC. So now you got a guy who's coming in saying, man, look, I've done this at the highest level on the D2. I'm coming in. I'm playing for a championship year 1. And I like the coaching. And maybe I can say it's been a while since we saw a coaching matchup like this. Would you say? When were you excited about 2 coaches, not just the teams
going mano a mano? Yeah, going mano a mano. Yeah.
Because nobody really was excited to see Dooley going against Dion.
And again, it's the same thing with FAMU and Prairie View that one year. Like everybody we all knew what it was. We knew Bubba and Prairie View was gonna get mollywopped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been like that for the last all SWAC championships. You already knew who was the winner. I think this is the only game that I can truly say it is a toss-up. I might lean to one direction, but it's not like I would be surprised if Prairie View won this game. I would not be surprised. They're trending in the right direction. Opportunities can happen. Turnovers can happen. Things can happen. They can be very opportunistic in this game, and the things go their way. And you're like,
Prairie View has to limit its turnovers offensively.
Yeah.
Do not give Jackson any opportunities to force you to turn the ball over. Jackson did that against Alabama State, and it helped them out getting that game. In this game, I think that's going to be key for Prairie View. Limit your turnovers, because I go back to that game against Northwestern State. Every time it seemed like that, and I know that was a long time ago, but I'm just looking at in those type of situations, when it looked like it was an opportunity for them to pull away, they found a way to give it to the other team and keep it a ball game. You don't want to have it, like you said earlier, keep this a ball game with Jackson State. When you have opportunities, if you have opportunities, you got to put them away. Because if you do not and you leave Jackson State, it's something magical. They will find it. And when they find it and they turn it around, that momentum swing is huge in Jackson, Mississippi.
My thing is this. Prairie View needs at least 2 to 3 trick plays in this game. And not trick plays as a gimmick, just to keep Jackson honest. What Valley did to FAMU when they did that double pass, they need to do that as well. You saw what happened with Alcorn when they ran the double pass. It worked, and they didn't.
If you on offense first, would you come out the gate with that?
No. I probably save it for set third quarter. You know what I'm saying, somewhere around there. But you set it up. You'll set it up. Maybe throw a couple of screen passes and stuff like that. But yeah.
Are you aggressive on special teams like we saw South Carolina State against North Carolina Central? Onside kicking.
I don't think any coach is that. I think Berry just got a different set of cojones. I don't think any coach does that on the road. Like, for real. Like, onside kicking, unless I've watched enough film to trust what I've seen to do like a fake punt or something like that. Outside of that, I don't think anybody does anything like that.
The Jackson State special teams not too shabby though.
It's not, but you never know what you can get caught with.
Yeah.
You just really don't know, because again, nobody in the SWAC has done it. Nobody all year has done a fake punt or a fake punt run or fake punt pass. Like,
onside kick.
You know what I'm saying? So again, but I just think Berry got some different cojones, because that was huge, right? Because again,
went down and scored on the very next play.
Dog. But that's great coaching right there, right? I get it. I got you reeling. I take my shot. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And I think Cam Peters can. Ooh, Jesus! I'm looking at Jackson Dart get hit. I think Cam Peters, he has the arm ability to really sling that thing. Like, I called him the slim assassin. When he's in rhythm, he's a tough dude. Like, he's a tough cookie. For real. Like, I'm not saying he's this all-world quarterback or whatever, but if the kid is in rhythm, he can throw it. He can spin it with the best of them. For real.
What would you label him as? He's not necessarily impact player. Would you give him just an exceptional game manager? What would you label him?
Yeah, I think just a great game manager. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but then if you look at Lockhart and Morgan, one of the two, how would you label those guys? Would you say Lockhart has more of an edge than Morgan?
No.
Okay.
No. I would take Cam right now. I would take Cam Peters over the freshman. Yeah, I would take Cam Peters over the freshman. I wouldn't take Cam Peters over Jacoby Morgan, though. I think Jacoby Morgan has come into his own as a leader, in knowing the offense, trusting his playmakers, and what their ability is. Again, he's just never seen a look like Prairie View. He hasn't. Like, people can say whatever they want. You don't see that 3 safety look very often in the SWAC.
No.
You don't. And how he reacts to that if he plays, same thing with Lockhart. Listen, I don't believe that TC Taylor is going to have Lockhart throwing the ball all around the yard. It's going to be a lot of east and west passing, because he doesn't want to get caught up in the riffraff of that 3 safety look of trying to in that 3 safety look and dropping into robbers and covers. Like, it can get real funky really quick. And I don't think he will have Lockhart throwing deep on those type of routes or type of defense very often. I think it'll be a lot of dinking and dunking, and then you take your shot one-on-one when you have it. But other than that, it's going to be a hell of a game. It is going to be one hell of a game. I'm excited to be there. I'm excited. I'm more excited. Just Tremaine Jackson is going to come in there with an edge that we just haven't seen from a football coach before, right? Like he's coming in with the expectation to win. I know a lot of coaches come in with that. Come on, man. We know what it was. It was like the Warriors in 2018, the last SWAC championships. Like we knew who was going to win, right? This one, you can lean towards the favorites, which is Jackson. But to say that they're going to blow Tremaine Jackson out, I would be hard pressed to say that. I think I think the only way Jackson State blows Tremaine Jackson out the water is if their defense just gives they can't stop a nosebleed, and Jackson's just running wild on them. If Jackson run. What you gonna do, brother? I'm serious. Like, I don't know if Jackson State runs wild on them, you might as well pack it up. You might as well pack it up. All right, Prairie, give me a score. Give me a score, Perry. Give me a score. It's gonna be a good
one. 24-17.
Damn, that was my score.
Swear to God.
I was sitting here like 24-17. That's exactly what that is. God damn you, man.
That's why we even on our picks, bro. We can't help it.
Score. Swear on everything I love. That was my score.
We can't help it. 24-17. Or was it Jackson State?
I'll go 2024. I'll go 2024.
Now let's just do it together. 24-17.
Yeah, that was my score.
I'm gonna look at your ass. I'm sitting next wherever we sit. I'm gonna sit with you. I'm gonna look at your ass and be like, bro, what was that? 24-17. I think somewhere down the line, it's close. Maybe Jackson gets the ball late in the fourth and finds a way to get down the field. And when it's magical and when they need it the most, the vet comes alive. How about that?
He said Google agrees. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
We ain't been doing this all year for nothing, people.
Yeah, listen, I think the only way double digits happens is turnovers. I think turnovers or special teams could be the reason why double digits happen, but I think this is going to be a one-score game. I really do. I think it's going to be a one-score game. And again, give me a Valiant a FAMU game. Give me a Grambling and give me a Bayou Classic game. You give me a 28-27 game in the SWAC championship.
Oh boy, that in that manner. Let's say Jackson State going to set up for the field goal and they fuck around and fumble and Prairie falls on it.
Jesus Christ. Listen, to be in that stadium with the sad faces of Jackson. Oh man, listen. I would, you know how like Captain Planet, like when he used to like like for him to get re-energized, he would go to the sun and be like this. If Jackson State was to lose at their stadium, I would literally turn to the horseshoe and just be embodied. Just my strength would just come from their sadness. I was just like,
by our powers combined,
by our sadness combined, I am Captain Patty. Like, listen.
Not Captain Petty. Hey, that's funny.
Listen. Captain Patty, he's my hero. Gonna take the future down. Yeah,
hey,
I would be.
That's another song for your AI. You got to get your AI song together. I can see you jamming to that.
Dog, listen. I'm gonna have to go out that thing like I'll be like, people throwing cups at you. Oh, it's gonna be so crazy, man. So crazy if they lose. Boy, if I'm in that was like the Celebration Bowl. When I was at the Celebration Bowl and they lost to South Carolina State, oh man, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. All right, call lines are open. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124. We'll take a couple callers.
Are muted.
Man, listen. Woo. Yeah. He said Scotty gonna need a Pope Mobile. I mean,
That's what you're gonna be. Why did you just see cups and beers hitting the glass?
I'd be like 50 Cent Mini Men.
Yeah.
So pull off. Many men. Many men. Wish death upon me, Lord. I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Boy, I'll be ready, boy. I'll be ready. What you excited about for this SWAC championship, P?
Me?
Yeah.
Good football. I was excited the last time I went to Jackson because I felt at the time Jackson State and Bama State was playing the best football I've seen in the while in the SWAC, and the excitement behind Andrew Body, and could he get over that hump? Now with this one, it ain't necessarily a player like it was with Andrew Body in Alabama State. It's mostly Tremaine Jackson for me because he's talked that talk this year.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions. Whether it's the SWAC media call, whether it's at the end of a game, happy homecoming, or whatever the case may be. This ain't your mama's SWAC.
It ain't.
All year back, we go all the way back to Chris Dishman. I don't go outside. I don't do recess. I mean, all season, hadn't it been something?
It has.
And I'm excited because I told him at homecoming in Baton Rouge, I said, if you make the championship, I'll be there. He made the damn championship. I'm going to be there.
That's what's up.
And I low-key, I wouldn't be surprised if Prairie View found a way to win this game, though, honestly.
I would not want to hear. Like, I'm so torn. I really am torn. Because
I would not be surprised if they found a way to win this game, honestly.
I wouldn't want it, like, as much as I hate Jackson State fans, the next closest thing is them 12 damn fans at Prairie View. And if they are really in Atlanta and you got to listen to Lionel, for 2 weeks.
PV.
Who cares? And I'm thinking, like,
you hit me with that every time.
And you gotta listen to them talk about some Atlanta and his merchandise and oh my God, man, I'm sick.
Well deserved though.
I'd be sick.
Let me see. What the hell did I have Prairie View going this year? I had Jackson going 12-2 overall because I had them going all the fucking way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And 8-0 in conference play. What did I have Prairie View? I keep all my notes.
He said, you can hate me now, but I won't stop now.
Hey.
You can hate me now.
Hey. Where are my Prairie View notes? Man, unfortunately. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, that March and drizzle gonna be lit. Let me get this caller right here.
I have Prairie View going 5-7.
That's crazy, P.
That is.
I told you I've been right all season. I don't know why. Listen next year. Don't listen to Prairie. Don't listen to P next year. Perry.
Why?
Don't listen to
My picks been we tied up.
No. Preseason. Don't listen to him. All right. He'll get you messed up every time. All right. 50-58 coming to you.
What's up, Scotty? What's up, Perry? Man?
What's up, man?
From Texas, man. Hey, Scotty, man, you gotta let off the march and drizzle. Come on, Scotty.
Dog, ain't nobody trying to hear no march and drizzle, man. Y'all not. Is your band going?
So, well, listen. I would hope so. I think they went last time they was in Jackson. I think the band went.
I know they went to FAMU. I know they went to FAMU that year.
Yeah, I think the SWAC covered the cost of that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I think, but here's the thing, Scotty. A couple things. One, I think y'all really hit it on the head as far as like the keys to the game. I've always said with Prairie View, Cam Peters to me is the key, and I love Cam. And you're right. When Cam is on, he's on.
He's tough. Yeah, he's
a person that when he gets the momentum, he has his confidence high. He gonna do what he got to do out there, and he's not afraid to run it. He's not afraid to do those things. And I think defensively, that look they have, it's always been a weird look that Prairie View runs. So I'm not the biggest fan of it, just because that's just a weird look. But if Jackson can run them out of that defense, it's going to be a problem. And so you have to run Prairie View out of that defense. But I think Randall, who is the safety back there, he is unbelievable. I think he has 82 tackles on the season so far this year as a safety. Like, he is all over the place and stuff like that. So I think Prairie View has everything it takes to win. I remember when y'all was talking about who would you rather play if you were PV? Would it whether be Andrew Body and Alabama State or Jackson State? I personally would say Jackson State because when you have a nuclear quarterback like Andrew Body, that's tough. If Andrew goes off, there's almost nothing no defense can do with him.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
In no way, shape, form, or fashion. But if you're going against Jackson, that's a run downhill. That's my will versus your will, and I'll take that all day long.
That's fair.
It's legit. Like, who's going to break first? And that's an easier battle. Now, don't mean it's going to be easy, but it's an easier battle than Andrew throwing for 6 touchdowns and 600 total yards. Like, what you gonna do with that? Like, there's nothing you can do with Andrew. If Andrew pulls a UAB performance out there, what you gonna do with that?
You can't.
Like, there's nothing you can do with that. So I think with that one is gonna be great. But also, man, let the 12 have it. Let me not say 12 because I'm part of the 12. Let us have it. Let us have this moment.
You just psyched them out till they believe.
Excited, man. The Bills part of it. It's part of the trash talk. Let us have it, Scotty. Let us do our thing, Scotty.
Listen, I'm not gonna stop. Listen, right. I'm gonna tell you this: if y'all pull it out, listen, man. I'm gonna have to be a part of the 12 that day because I'm a bask in the listen. It doesn't matter. There's not a fan base in the world that I want to lose more than Jackson State. Like, the only reason I pick them on here is because I got to keep up with Perry for these picks. if I could not pick them every week, I would never pick them. I want them to lose every game. Like, I meant that when I said that to Lockhart's mama. Like, I don't care that your son played for Jackson State. I want them to lose every game. And if your son's the quarterback, that means he's gonna lose every game. So that's how I truly feel. So it's one of those things. Like, if y'all won, I would be happy in the moment, and I'm gonna just bask in it. But then I'm gonna come to my realization the next day. I'm like, damn, I gotta deal with Lionel for the next. I gotta deal with 12 fans. Y'all would listen. My Twitter is gonna go crazy with them 12 fans. They be
Oh my God, deal with Scotty, Lionel or Mike Reed for the next year.
Lionel.
But to your credit, you have always been a Tremaine Jackson fan. So
yes,
I will always give you that.
Thank you.
I'll forever give you that. You called it, and so. I like with the PV team, the biggest issue the last couple years, and I love Coach Bubba. I owe a lot to Coach Bubba. Discipline was the biggest issue. They were not a disciplined team. Talent was never the issue. Cam was on their team last year. Bingman was on their team last year. Lamaje was on their team last year. Zachary was on their team last year. They have a lot of talent. Discipline was the issue. Tremaine Jackson has brought discipline to their team more than anything else. And that's why you're seeing them execute the way they're executing. So they don't really beat themselves anymore. They beat themselves a lot the last couple of years. They don't beat themselves the same way they do anymore. So that's why, like y'all say, it's going to be a really, really, really tough game, man. And just last thing, I don't think I ever heard you, and I know Perry said he was tripping. He was going with D-Jack as coach of the year, but he did fight. He did put up a fight for the other coach of the year, and I didn't know if y'all had that little conversation or not.
No, I think, me in the SWAC, it's not even close. It's Tremaine Jackson's coach of the year. It's not even close for me. Like, there's nobody else even in that discussion. It's Tremaine Jackson. It's not even close. But let me say this: I misspoke. Who I would not want to deal with is Lionel. I don't want to, because Mike. I know what Mike. I'd rather dance with the devil I know. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather dance with the devil. Lionel has never been in this position. If he went, think about, like, you really got to think about that. Lionel has never crossed that. That's like a woman finally getting married. Like, she's been engaged 5 times, but now she really about to get married. She gonna act a damn fool. Like, she don't even know what I'd never walked down the aisle. You know what I'm saying? So that's Lionel. You know what I'm saying? Like, to deal with Lionel and him actually, like, come on, man. He's been calling his shot for the last 4 years with the merchandise and everything, and it finally comes to pass. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. I know.
But you dealt with Jackson when they won the Celebration Bowl. Finally, you had to deal with it.
But they were going to the Celebration Bowl, right? They kind of like finally broke through. That's different with somebody ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't never seen Atlanta. You ain't never seen Atlanta.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? True. So dealing with Lionel, Jesus. Listen, man. I would literally mute every person on my Twitter. I swear to God, I will, because that's gonna be crazy work if they win this game. But listen. At the end of the day, I'll be happy because Jack State's sad. So you know what I'm saying? That will always be my solace. Like, That would always be my solace. Like, you know what? I can live with it because Jackson State fans are miserable right now, and I love it. I love it.
Well, man, I appreciate you, Scotty, man. Prairie, man, love y'all, man. I appreciate everything y'all doing, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Man, appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
Scotty, I got a question. Back to Marshall Faulk. Do you think this is a game Marshall Faulk needs to attend in person to understand what this SWAC is and to see what if you're gonna build a championship team in this conference?
I think it would be smart. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be really smart to scout the teams that what am I going against? What am I competing against? What does it look like? Right? Because again, it's only so much that
go see what that Jackson environment is like, because you got to go there next year.
Yeah.
And for me, now that I'm thinking about it, this is a game I feel with Marshall Faulk coming into this arena, this new space for him. He needs to go and get a taste of this space. And this is the perfect time to get a taste of it and to understand what it is that, what, am I saying something wrong?
No, I was reading the comment. Go ahead.
Yeah, and to get and understand, all right, Prairie View is who I'm going to, Tremaine Jackson, I'm going to have to deal with his ass.
Yeah.
He's in the West. TC, this is his conference. The SWAC is TC's. It's Jackson State. On top of it, seems like the SWAC championship goes through Jackson regardless. You got to go there. This is your biggest rival that your fans are saying you need to be. You got to be in attendance, I think, this weekend, Scotty.
I think that's smart. I think it's smart. I think it's a great, outside of him accepting the job, I think it's a great way to embrace the culture. To go to the SWAC championship game, to be in the midst, be in attendance, like you said, scout it, see what it's all about. Even in celebration mode, like be in attendance, get that.
If this is what you want to go to it. Just say, hey,
yeah.
I looked around and this is what I wanted. I can sense it. I feel it. This is what we're trying to get to. Don't let it be a surprise to you. Go to a SWAC championship game and a celebration bowl if you Marshall Faulk.
I like it. I like that. I like that position, P. I really do. To really embrace what you're going to be involved in, see what it all is, take it all in, as they say, take it all in. So D from Ohio coming to you, Brody.
What up, fellas?
What's up,
Good
D?
evening, brothers. Listen, it's funny you said Atlanta, because I was gonna say Jackson would definitely be a good game to go to, but I think the Celebration Bowl would even be better. Not only, because it's the national HBCU national championship, but you have ABC versus ESPN2. Marshall Faulk can use that as recruiting. Hey, I'm here. Let's rally the troops and get guys, down here to Baton Rouge. So I think that'll be smart. Both you guys are on the money with that. As far as the game is concerned, I've watched 3 games of PV this year, and it was the first game when they had the weather delay and everybody else's game went off. So everybody just found their way watching that game against Texas Southern. The Alcorn game, and then the Andrew Body game. Then when Body ended up getting hurt. And Cam Peters had 4 interceptions in that game. And that to me is alarming. Your biggest game of the season, you're at home, you're at home, and it's a SWAC championship type of a game, right? You guys are 2 of the 3 best teams in the conference, and your leader, who the previous caller just said, who was there last year, it's not like he's a true freshman or a guy that just got there. He was there last year, and he poo-poos the bed like that. If he maybe even only throws 2 interceptions, they win that game because they only lost by 3 points because the field goal would have sent the game into overtime. So for me, that's problematic. You go into Alcorn and you only put up 15 points. You win that game 15-13. And by no stretch of the imagination is Alcorn's defense any good. Hell, this wasn't even Eddie Robb's best defensive team. Now, if he throws 4 picks against that Alabama State team from last year, that was that defense last year. Now, I'll give you that. They can cause turnovers, and they were a nightmare. But we all seen what this Alabama State defense was this year. They were nowhere as good as they've historically been these last few years. So that caused me concern for Cam Peters going up against this Jackson State defense. And one thing you said, Scotty, that I noticed in those 3 games, he can't push the ball down the field. He has good possession receivers. They're going to have to try to dink and dunk Jackson all the way down the field. And when they get into that red zone, find ways to score. And Blue brought up on HBCU Nightly the other night that they do have a high success rate of getting in the end zone in the red zone. So I give them that. But this to me, it falls on Peters. If Peters plays out of his mind like he's been playing, then he's going to give his team a chance to win. But if he plays anywhere near what he played in those 3 games that I saw, I see Jackson winning this game by 10 to 14 points easy. What say you guys?
I like your premise on. I disagree with you in the Alcorn situation because even the Jackson State Alcorn game was a tight game.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
So I think Alcorn kind of came to their senses. Later in the season, they kind of got their wits about them. The thing with Cam Peters is this: it's one of those things where when he's on, but when he's off, he is off. And I agree with you. He pressed. Some of them throws was just like, bro, why? Like, like what you rolling to the right, you think you can make it off? I'm like, for what? Like, you just do it in double coverage, like for no reason. So again, the premise that I like that you're making is if that's how he plays in big games, because again, you always got the Texas Southern game was a big game, and he did the final drive perfection, right? And that's when if you're a Prairie View fan, you can honestly say when he's good, he's really good, but when he's bad, you know what? Perfect example, Jameis Winston, right?
Yep. I'm a Florida State fan, so I know exactly where you go.
Listen, when Jameis is on, ain't nobody better. Ain't nobody better.
He's all world.
But he could go 30 for 30. Okay. 30 touchdowns, 30 picks. Okay. He can do that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I think what Tremaine has to do, and that's why I say you want to dink and dunk this game. You want to take that Alcorn playbook and mix it with some good ball control. You have the backs that can do it with Bingham, McDowell, McDodge, how you pronounce his name, right? You have those 2 guys. You got Rockwell and the other receiver. Like, you can really play a good game of ball control and really just kind of manage the game that way and take your shots when they're available. But I like Cam Peters in this situation. I think he can do some things, and I think he's going to surprise some people in his poise. Because to me, if Cam Peters is on with them DBs with Jack, because they not good. I don't care what nobody talk about. Don't care what none of y'all Bama say in the chat about Jack State DBs. They ass. Okay, they not good.
No, you're right, Scotty. But let me interject right here. I agree with you. I don't love the Jackson State secondary. However, Cam is not. I think the type of quarterbacks that cause their DBs trouble is the guys that can push the balls down the field. If you're going to dink and dunk them and allow them to be able to make plays, come up, make hits, try to create turnovers, I think that kind of favors them in that way, because you're not pushing the ball over the top, forcing them to have to cover in a one-on-one. And in a lot of ways, like if they are able to win this game, which what Atkins would cause them, because Atkins can push the ball down the field. I don't think Peters can push the ball down the field like that.
The reason I agree with you is not because he can't do it. I don't think he has the receivers. See, South Carolina State got burners like Bethune-Cookman, burners. Jalen Jones, burners.
Yes.
I don't see that's the thing with Prairie View's wide receivers. Nobody scares me with the speed. So what they're good at is separation. They're really good at the top of their routes. Boom, boom, boom. They'll give you what they need to give you, and they're open. You just got to hit it. And the way Cam Peters throws the ball at it shoots out of his hand. And those guys are really good hands catchers. So again, I don't think you got to don't ask your guys to do something they haven't done all year, which is make big plays down the field. Hey, let's do what we do. Let's be physical, which that's the mindset of these receivers. These receivers, they remind me a lot of like Anquan Bowden's. That's what these receivers remind me of, like just solid, good guys that catch the ball, can get a little yards after catch and build that way. What you got, Perry?
I was just going to say, when you talked about Bowden, great blocking on the perimeters.
All that, yeah. So it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, I'll say this and get out the way. Great show as usual, fellas. And I want to salute Tremaine Jackson. He came in talking the talk, and at the end of the day, he's walking the walk. So we got to give him props. A lot of coaches, like Marshall Faulk said in the press conference, you get in front of these microphones and these people in the fanfare, you start saying stuff, you start writing checks, your ass can't cover. Well, Tremaine Jackson wrote a check that his ass is covering. So we got to give that brother some props on getting his team to this point, no matter what the outcome is in year one. So salute to that brother, and I can't wait to see a good game on Saturday.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, D, as always.
Yep.
All right. Perry, last thing before we get up out of here.
Last thing for me, man, I'm looking forward to heading back to Jackson this year, man, for another championship. And I'm looking forward to this ball game, Tremaine Jackson versus TC Taylor. I'm looking forward to see how this is going to go. Scotty, most importantly, I'm looking forward to seeing you in Jackson, Mississippi. I think the last time I saw you, Southern was playing in the SWAC Championship, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was getting escorted off the field.
Yeah. So, yeah, you should have just took your ass in the stands and disappeared. But my last thing, I'm looking forward to it. This is another great season under our belt. Here we are at the SWAC Championship. You know, congratulations to you and myself, because after all of these wins and losses, we end up tied up coming into a SWAC Championship game. So
the celebration bowl might be where we separate. I
Yeah.
think that might be where we separate.
Yeah. We'll see.
We shall. But
that may end up being the one-off.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, man, this has been a fun season, man. I don't know about you, Pete. This one felt like it went by fast.
I'm glad it did. Type of season Southern had. Give me that shot, the blow up button, whatever. I'm glad it's over. I witnessed the worst season almost in Southern history. So, you know, we didn't win a game at home this year, Scotty. Not one. And we lost to UAPB. Got blew out.
Blown.
Nonetheless,
Have you ever been blown out or swallowed up?
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, it was a great season, man. It's been a great season. And listen, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. P, I think next year I'm gonna try to blend. I know I said this last year.
What?
But next year I'm really going to try to do some SEC football. I think it's just too many storylines with Lane Kiffin at LSU and stuff like that, man.
I've been trying to tell you to come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to slide over there, maybe do an LSU show or something like that. I don't know, man. I gotta do something because I wanna get in that world. That's fun. It looks fun.
Pull up the BR. We'll go to an LSU game.
Yeah. So
I get you into an LSU game. No problem.
You ain't no issues with that.
I ain't got no issues with my good friends over at Louisiana State University. They love Perry White over there. It don't matter the game.
Man, listen, we got over 460 people on this live on YouTube, man. We got another 700. No, we got another 1,000 people. I'm sorry, another 1,000 people on X, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in as well. Total of 1,400 people on this live stream right here, right now, man. Man, really appreciate you guys for tuning in, locking in with us as always, man. Man, it's gonna be Jesus, man. I can't believe I'm about to be in Jackson, Mississippi. That's
why. Do you get a nervousness or something?
Nah, it's just like
how do you feel?
It'd be like it's the potholes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the potholes. You be in there, you be in the car like.
See, what we do is because you don't drive around. As soon as you get off the exit on Woodrow Wilson, just take your ass straight to the stadium. You trying to go look around the city and stuff. Now, off the interstate, straight to Woodrow Wilson to the stadium. That's what you need to do.
If it was me, you know, I'd be if I was with the wife, I'll be in Flowwood. Okay, that's my spot. I love me some Flowwood. Okay, I think it's
the water just tastes a little bit better. Tastes just a little bit better.
Man, listen, I love Madison and I love Flowwood. Those would be my spots, man.
And with my car, I'm very particular about driving in Jackson. I try to stay on the best road. Hey, I ain't trying to do too much because I hit a pothole one time. I'm gonna need an alignment when I get back to Baton Rouge. I didn't see it coming. It just came out of nowhere. So I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, so that's my little 2 cents on that, man. But it's been a great season, man. I can't wait to have the Celebration Bowl. listen, man. Listen, ain't gonna be no basketball over here, okay? Like, just y'all don't care, okay? Like,
they don't care.
Y'all can act like y'all do, and y'all know what. I ain't gotta go too deep. Y'all can do all that. Listen, don't nobody care about no basketball, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. But we are gonna try to do some recruiting stuff on this platform as well. Definitely gonna try to slide over to some SEC football, man. Have some fun with that. And then I want to give a shout out to Jerry Mack and Willie Simmons, man. Their first year turning around those G5 programs, really putting on for HBCU coaches and black head coaches at that. I know Willie Simmons is in discussion for the South Florida job that has come open, as well as Tulane. So, I mean, there is some things working in the mix. I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Mack is also up for those jobs as well. So, man, shout out to them. And as always, man, listen, until next time, Perry, where can they catch you at?
Oh, you can catch me on the Jaguar Journal every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 107.3 across the Baton Rouge capital city area. And if you're not able to catch me live, you can catch me on the Jaguar Journal YouTube channel and Facebook channel live on there. You can go back and watch it anytime. You can keep up with the Jaguar Journal on X, on Instagram, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube. Subscribe, as well as On the Yard Network, which this is streaming on there as well. On the Yard Network across all social media, as well as go subscribe to the On the Yard Network YouTube channel.
Listen, if you see me, okay, keep it respectful. I'll keep it respectful. All right. Say hi. If you don't like me, say hi. You ain't got listen, I ain't gonna bite your head off. All right. So again, if you see 4 state troopers around me, just understand. Just understand. All right. But now I'm just messing with y'all, man. But listen, can't wait to go down to Jackson. I'm gonna hit up Ashley, see where he can hook me up with while I'm down there, my boy Zoe and everything like that. Listen. At the end of the day, man, I still hope y'all lose. I just listen. At the end of the day, there's nothing better than being in that stadium with 35,000 quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a mouse. And shout out, y'all. I'm gonna be at M-Bar. I'm gonna roll through M-Bar. I am a little scared though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be a little scared. I don't know. I might. Shout out to Riggs and them boys, man. But I might.
I see somebody saying I'm the new Southern. The fact that I said something about LSU. LSU provides opportunities too. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm in a whole nother world over there, which y'all don't know, where I be covering shit too. So, it ain't because I'm not an LSU fan by far.
Yeah, Arkansas guy. How do you like the new hire? How you like the new Arkansas hire?
I gotta
live with it.
I gotta watch it unfold, right? Yeah, we went and found a guy that can do, I guess, more with less, and that's what Arkansas looking for. Somebody can do more with less. So he was at Memphis. He beat Arkansas at Memphis.
That helps.
Yeah,
one of them Dooley and Prairie View situations.
Yeah, but when I talk about LSU, I just want people to know it's opportunity. I'm growing outside of this space too, and why y'all think I'm able to come have the type of conversation? I learned a lot at LSU. I drank a little bit of that cold water too. I got to come back and tell you how you can drink cold water as well. And stop drinking that goddamn hot faucet water. But
you too can have cold.
You too can have cold water. You got to go other places and learn things too and pick up stuff, man. Hey, I can put y'all on some game about a lot of stuff that I done learned, man. But it's just LSU is opportunity. That's all it is. It ain't a love. It's work. So
That's fair, man. Again, guys, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Catch Tuesday, Coach's Corner with Mr. Campbell and the crew, Rocky and Coach Cole. Wednesday, you already know, come right back here for the breakdown, talking about the SWAC Championship as well. And then Friday is game day. See y'all down in Jackson, Mississippi. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. I'm a holla. God bless.
Let's go, Jags. It's a new day.
You want to pull up to them, boy?
On what day?
I don't know. Probably Friday night.
No, I come in Saturday.
You come in on Saturday?
I got to do my show in the morning, and then I hit the road after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't be doing all that hanging out in Jackson now. I get nervous.
Riggs, we'll talk, Riggs. I'll swing through.
Yeah, you'll go through, man. I just want to go somewhere to eat. Other than that, I ain't trying to hang out and do all that.
Jobs. We got jobs. All right. But hey, Riggs, I'll hit you up, Riggs. Appreciate y'all.